much for joining us. We are here. Let me just stop the screen share for a sec. We are here with our special guest, Geekin Like a Boss. We can call her Geek. She is an amazing and awesome writer of uh, the Monster Brothel and Verdant, and they are both choose your own adventure games. In which you can kind of choose different paths with a lot of really amazing art. And a lot of queer themes, and yeah, it's all adult though, so it's all erotic fiction, so please note that if you're interested, please only check
18
it out.
plus only.
Yeah, 18 plus only. But we do love Geek in this house because Geek does have some amazing stories, and we brought her in because one, we will chat about queer horror and queer stories, and two, because we wanted someone new to test out observation duty on. So, observation duty, we have observation duty number 5, and it'll be super fun. It'll be we'll do a lot of different stuff while we're doing this, but at the same time we will play the game in the midst of everything. We'll just make sure that I just need 1 second to just change up the game on Twitch because Twitch keeps giving the wrong game. But yeah, we'll see. How are you guys doing? How are you doing, Geek? How are you doing, Reg? What's going on?
I'm super excited to be here. This is our first live stream with a special guest who's not part of the High Nine team.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
really happy you guys invited me to come on here. It's been a really long time since I've done any kind of streaming stuff. So
Mhm. I'm
nice.
so glad. Thank you so much for joining us, even though it's really, it's obviously everyone's really busy, especially coming up now. And ooh, I'm just seeing some chat. Hello, Pamela. We are
Hi,
playing a
Pamela.
game. We're playing Observation Duty 5 in just a sec. We're just setting everything up, and we have our special guest here. I think the best part of just all of these live streams is everybody kind of just finding us randomly or wanting to join the stream and
Mhm.
playing with us, because observation duty is not choose your own adventure, sorry, that's the other thing. Observation duty
It's
is
a
a spot
spot
the
the
difference
difference
game,
game.
but with horror elements. Ooh.
Ooh. By the way, hi to Roxy over and over. Hello.
Yeah. Oh, Pamela says call me B. Thank you, B.
Okay,
We
hi
will
B.
absolutely do that.
Okay, I
Thank
was wondering if it was the same Pamela. Hi, Fuzzy.
Oh my gosh, B. Ah, that's B. And also Roxy, I'm so glad to see you as well. Oh my gosh, we have people. We have people on. This is gonna be good.
And for those who are new over here, just we're at whatever platform you're on, YouTube, Twitch, just chime in on the chat. We'll read them out. We'll give shout outs to everyone. If you have any questions or shout outs of your own, don't worry, we'll read those out. We have our eye on the chat all the time. So yeah,
Absolutely.
please join us.
It'll be super fun. Let me just make sure that Twitch is correct. There we go. We've changed it to Observation Duty 5, and we will start the game in a moment. But first, we will just quickly introduce, we will just quickly ask some questions. I'm sorry. We'll quickly ask some questions for Geek, who is our special guest. And then we will just rope her into helping us spot the differences and, be
You're
as,
asking a person with ADHD to help you spot differences. I just want you to be aware
listen.
of what you got
Oh,
yourself into.
don't worry. This is the ADHD club
It
here.
really is. It really is. And for everyone who's watching, hey, enjoy the backdrop. Did you see that we got the pansexual backdrop for our pansexual protagonist, Mary? This was a random backdrop that we found on Restream, and it's perfect for our Pride Month celebration. So
Nice.
while we're doing this, you can ask some questions about Hainai. You can ask about the queer characters in Hainai. And speaking of queer characters, our first question, just for Geek, is what why do you think that a lot of queer people kind of gravitate towards horror? Because as we are kind of examples of this, because Hainai is a horror podcast, but it also essentially has so many queer characters. But I think there's a TV tropes page called
Yes.
there's a whole TV tropes page about it. I'm trying to remember what the exact TV tropes was, but it kind of has to do with the entire cast being gay. I believe it's called Cast Full of Gay or something like that. And somebody who
As it
made
should be.
absolutely, and somebody who made a TV tropes for High Night gave Cast Full of Gay as one of our TV tropes. So that's super fun. And yeah, like for you, Geek, you made an entire choose your own adventure game for queer characters, queer monsters, in fact. So why do you think that queer people love horror?
There's been like a lot of discussion on that, and I don't want to take up too much time with it, but in general, it's the whole concept of the other. And if you look at a lot of horror movies, especially horror movies from 60s, 70s, and 80s, queer people were often the feature of the horror movie in a very unpleasant scenario, often victimizing others. And it created this whole sense that, we were on the same level as something dangerous, something that was the enemy, something that was suspicious at the very least. And it created this whole concept of, queer people being a threat. And as so many other groups have done throughout history, we took that and said, you know what? Fuck you. I love it. And ran with it. And so we kind of turned that on its head, and we fell in love with the concept of someone living freely, even dangerously. And that's why I think it's bled over a lot, where horror and the queer community have this very strange, somewhat symbiotic relationship where we recognize the problems. We recognize there's a lot of content in there that's very, very bad for our image and deeply problematic, and is warranting of conversation. But at the same time, it's just kind of fun. It's laughable to a certain extent. We relate to it, but at the same time, we know that the kind of people who believe that perspective probably didn't like us in the first place. So I just think that's why we're drawn to horror and to monsters in general. But yeah, that's my 2-minute rant about queer horror.
I totally agree. And on this end, I do think that not only is it just like a whole thing about being othered. I think there's a huge out scene, obviously, in queer culture, but there's also a huge out scene in horror culture, and that kind of like mixes together. I also think that despite being ostracized, kind of like looked down on, or like people are scared of queer people, it's almost like it was the first source of a lot of people's representation too. So it's like, hey, you know what? This and in the same way that a lot of queer people like latched onto villains, I think like queer people latched onto horror quite well.
You
And to a
wouldn't
certain
latch
degree.
onto them if you wouldn't queer code them so perfectly.
Exactly. And it's like, oh, you know what? Like, I love this actually. And so, like, now we're seeing the rise of like queer protagonists in horror, and like in a way that's more like wholesome and better, like better representation overall. But at the same time, there's kind of like a love for this. I think it was James Somerton who did a video on queer horror. I'm not 100% sure, but I do think that there is a relationship here that while there are many problematic elements, it's like almost there's a freedom to it as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's why like a lot of people just enjoy queer horror. And in the case of Hainai, I try not to like step into too many like harmful tropes, but at the same time, it's more like there will be representation that's not amazing, but there's also gonna be representation that I'll try to be make good. It's kind of just a matter of everyone's queer, so you can find who you like and figure it out from there.
And I think that makes a lot of sense because, like with any genre you're creating, you cannot be the representative for everybody out there who deserves representation.
Exactly.
So when you want to create that diversity and you want to let people find themselves in a story, you have to accept the fact that you may very well do this badly. And
True.
it may upset somebody. And the
Hmm.
only thing you can do if someone comes back to you and says, hey, this is really upsetting, is to go, okay, shit. Talk to me about that so
Yeah.
that I can do a better job
Mhm.
going forward. And
Exactly.
some people
Exactly.
aren't going to accept that, but it's the nature of creating diverse media when you yourself, I say this speaking as a cisgendered white woman, cannot represent every diversity in and of yourself. That's
Hmm.
just the reality of the situation.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
they still deserve that representation, and you want to do the best you can with it.
Absolutely, absolutely. So yeah, now that we've had that really fun discussion about horror, because we kind of just want to like welcome everybody. Please do chime in the chat, just like Roxy, who has just said. I also like to think that horror works to process a lot of fears in society, and given the entire state of the world right now, queer people can find comfort in horror, and I
That's a
totally
very
agree
good
with that,
point.
100%. And yeah, like
Mm,
especially in
I also think that's
horror
why
media. Sorry.
horror is something like it's also probably like why the POC community like also gravitate towards horror in a different way from queer people, but it's still like something they gravitate towards too.
That's very
Like for
true.
much the same reasons.
Exactly, exactly. So yeah, like a lot of people like who are not seen as quote unquote mainstream tend to go to horror, and I think horror is very welcoming kind of atmosphere despite all of the issues with like horror media. And yeah, like we've shown that like a lot of queer people just love horror. Speaking of loving horror, let's get into the game, and then we will like we will restart this discussion in a little bit. Here we go. Let me just share the
Yeah.
screen because I already have
So
this
Motsi and I
running.
have played other versions of Observation Duty. I believe this is Geek's first time playing any Observation Duty.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So
like I said, I think I've seen it played on YouTube a couple of times, so I have a general idea of what's going on, but I've never actually been involved.
Absolutely.
Pamela's
So
asking, can the audience participate in the game?
yes,
absolutely, just
absolutely.
chime in the
Please,
chat,
please, we're begging you.
please.
So
Please help
we're gonna start
us.
with the one I know the most, just so we can start with like an easy one. I mean, I
Uh-huh.
say know the most, but we might actually. I practiced this a while ago, and I still lost. So I'm like,
Okay.
maybe. But
Those commenting on YouTube, I believe there's a little bit of a lag. So if we don't get to your comment or question immediately, like don't worry, we will eventually.
exactly. And there's B like commenting right now. B, please help us. We need you. Um and yeah, we will start just so everyone knows, the reason we play observation duty is one, it is we are babies and this is a baby game for babies. No, there are okay, just as a warning, there are a couple of like creepy imagery there. We don't 100% know all of it. So just as a general horror warning, please be warned. But secondly, on Restream, which we use for these kinds of live streams, unfortunately, there is an issue with audio and horrors and video games. Sorry. So observation duty, fortunately enough, does not require you to listen. It does have sound effects, but it is mainly just a visual medium. So you can just view, you can just see things, and you won't necessarily need to hear anything. So this is what's going to be. The observation duty is going to be silent, but we will not, and we hope you enjoy. If you want any music that we can kind of like bring in that's totally royalty free, we can try. But in the meantime, enjoy. And yes, B, only the men in suits will jump scare. As far as I've seen, that's true. There are men in suits who jump scare, but for the most part, it is a fairly chill game. So yeah, we
Fair
shall
warning,
start.
when I get scared, when I get jump scared, I do have a tendency to curse.
Yeah, absolutely. We all, I think we all do. I'm pretty sure like the last time we played in one of these games, we were like cursing like pretty much constantly. So that'll be fun.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
and
trigger warning, content warning, I guess. There's also
content
going to be a
warning.
lot of cursing from
Absolutely.
us, not the game.
Exactly. So yeah, enjoy. We shall start with the apartment because that's one I know, and then after that we will like kind of figure out where we go from here because we will lose quite badly, I think. Oh, and one more thing. So in other games, in other observation duty games, you report the type of anomaly. But in the apartment at least, like in it changes per room, but for the apartment, you just need to report the room in which the anomaly is happening. But
I'll make it
if we
easier.
report too many wrong reports, we have 3 lives and we'll die. So you have to be very sure that
Oh,
you found an anomaly. So
ooh,
that's the added
okay.
challenge. So yeah, we'll start this one. The apartment, you just need to know what room the anomaly is happening in, and it should give us like good instructions as well.
I'm going to make my screen bigger so I can actually see.
Yeah. And yeah, like I think I'm the only one who can see the bottom right, so that's on me. Ooh, anyway, yeah. False reports will cause a system crash. Okay. please note that the men in the elevator are not anomalies. So here we go. All right. So we'll look at all the rooms real quick and then we'll see. So just so we know what their baseline is, and we'll go from there.
The men in elevators are just vibing.
Exactly. So here's the room number one, hallway. I'm just going to go through all of them real quick. So that's hallway. Here is the kitchen. Skip this. It just basically says there are anomalies. Here's this the study. I'm sorry you might not be able to get everything at once, but here's the bathroom. Here's the stairway. There's so many rooms here. Here's the entrance. Here's the amber one. Here's the elevator with all the people
Oh
not
God.
anomalies. And here's alley 2. And I think that's everything. Yes. So we will go through each of them and hopefully not miss any anomalies. So yeah, try to get it in your brain before things start changing up. I have the benefit of having watched one person play this room before, but
Yeah.
unfortunately that's about the extent of my knowledge.
Yeah, I haven't seen this level at all before.
Uh-huh. So yeah, just let me know if you want me to go to the next room or if I need to go back to a room.
Is
This
that
one's gonna be a bit.
Bernie?
It is Bernie, isn't it?
Bernie
Have you seen this
Sanders.
man? Hmm. So it's gonna be a bit tough, but you know. So yeah, this is the easiest one just because you can see everything all at once. But otherwise, we are in a heap of trouble.
Do those guys in the elevator need help?
Yeah, they're just stuck there the entire night.
They're
I don't know
stuck
what's going on.
there. Elevator hasn't opened.
Those
I
poor
think they're
men.
just there to make you feel more disquieted.
It's so true. They have their arms are too long, is one of the things that's wrong with them. Hmm. So yeah, it's so funny. I was like, we can chat while this is happening, but none of us are chatting because we're too concentrated.
Yeah, we're all just looking at it like super intense.
That's
No,
what's
I can
happened the
see.
past few live streams. You always end up like way too. Oh, there's no more trash.
Oh, true. Yes. Oh my gosh. Good spot. Okay, so it's alley 1. So you can see down here on the left, it's like all of our lives. If we do a wrong report, then that'll be a problem. But this was correct for sure. Good spot.
Does anyone
And
else wonder who fixes the anomaly and how they fix it?
that's actually my favorite thing about this game. It's like it kind of reminds me of Hainai a little bit. It's like if Hainai was like a business rather than just a bunch of people trying to fix things on their own. If it was like a whole system, that's kind of how I imagine it. Like just a random person coming in doing some like anti supernatural bullshit and then go from there. Which I love that concept. I love that idea. What's happening? I said I like watch people play this, but I haven't spotted a single thing yet. So,
We're all just looking super intense right now. So.
yeah, and Reg, if you could please check the chat just in case some people have spotted something that I certainly have not.
Not yet.
Yeah, but please make sure to check the chat every now and
Hold
again.
on.
Um,
Over there, up near the door,
Uh-huh.
there's an object. Was that always there?
Yes, the
Yes.
coat hangers. Yes.
No,
Also,
not the
B
coat hangers. Down by
says
the floor.
What's that?
Down by the floor.
Oh, this shoes. Yes, it's always
Okay.
been there.
Also, B says alternate title for this game, Gaslight the Game. That's
Gas. Yeah,
absolutely.
it's literally gaslight the game. So true.
Also, B says don't mind the coffin. It's just Dracula staying at his Airbnb.
True. Yeah, the coffin's just there. Has this chair always been like
Waxy
this?
says I always thought it was like some kind of research project and they're documenting it for a paper. Ooh,
That's
an interesting
fun.
take.
I like that idea. I feel like the chair in the elevator area was weird, but I am too paranoid to report it right now. I feel like if I report it, we're gonna get a strike. And yet, if we don't find anything in a while, it might be that. I wish it was something obvious. Oh wait, the toilet's weird.
Is
Toilet was
it?
black. The toilet seat used to be black. Okay. So this is how
B
it looks like.
asks,
Okay,
was
got
that
it.
thing on top of the bookshelf always there? Oh wow, nice
Um.
spot.
Oh. Let me double check the bookshelf. Let me. Where are we? Oh, here. This one. Yes, that was all there, as far as I remember. Okay, so we got another one. So I feel like okay for a little bit after I report something, and
Mhm.
then the longer it goes on, the worse it is. I don't know if it is an anomaly or if it's just like frame rate. So that's a
The
problem.
fan.
Yeah. Okay. That's the box. Has the box always been there? I don't
Yeah,
think
the
it
box has always
I
has.
been
think
there.
so, yeah.
Yeah, the
Really?
box was there because the box was
Oh,
there the last time we went around. So I'm
But what if
pretty
it
sure the
wasn't there
box is
before that? Because I remember it not being there. You want to test it once?
there. Okay.
sure.
I'll
Okay.
do one, and then if it doesn't work, then we are screwed. But in the meantime, you know, I feel like the box was not like. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so the box was an anomaly
Nice.
because if we.
Okay.
Oh, hey, open door. Okay, we'll go
Doors
back to the
open.
box instead.
Doors open.
Yeah. Hallway. Oh, come on, hallway. Send. Okay, good. All right, we got two. But let me go back to the elevator. Yeah, the box was not there before. I think we passed it by once. But yes, I remember because I remember like looking at the four books and there wasn't in the way here. So yeah, okay, we got two. Okay, we're good.
I don't know why it's so nerve wracking. It's like, doors open. I spotted it.
Right? Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's the kind of game. Like this is what this game is. It just makes you doubt yourself completely. These guys' arms too long, and that's what's frightening me.
And not the fact that they're rocking back and forth ever so
Or
slightly.
Yeah, in an elevator that's
in an
moving.
elevator they're stuck in.
So true. Okay, so we got two, so there shouldn't be anything crazy right now, but after a while we probably will see something. Is this looking weird to everybody else?
The
It doesn't
fan?
look
What do you
any
mean?
weirder to me than it did.
Yeah, I mean,
Wait, did
like,
it just go backwards, or is that me?
is
It's
it going backwards? I mean, I think it's going the same
It was
direction. It's
going
just
this way, and then it went this way. Like, watch
is it
oh
it.
yeah,
going?
that's been happening a while.
Yeah, I guess we'll
'Cause
try this, and if it's a false one, then we will. That's just one life. I'll put the study, and we'll see if it works. And if it doesn't, then we will. Oh no, it's right. It's fine. Okay, that's one life. So let's just watch out and see. Hopefully, an obvious anomaly. Oh, I heard something.
That
Ooh,
was
I
the cat.
heard a door closing. Unless that was one of y'all's.
B
Oh wait,
says,
there's an
nice
extra
one,
elevator
geek.
thing. What's that?
Also, can't B says, nice one, geek. And also, can't wait till you guys see the men looking at you.
Oh,
That's
I
not
hate that.
fun.
It's not fun at all. There are some things that happen to these men that is very funny, and I don't even know if they're men. I feel like I feel like I saw like this exact person who is a woman like in another thing, but who knows? I can't assume. So okay, all right. So far, nothing crazy, nothing too scary. This is a lie. Anyway, was there something under here before that's no longer under here?
I was looking at the trash bin, but I honestly can't remember for the life of me if the trash bin was there or not.
I've been looking at the
Yeah,
paintings.
I'll leave it alone for now, just because I cannot be sure. Was there always a thing here for the elevator? There probably was. I just didn't notice.
Ooh, I never noticed.
I think
Right? I mean,
so.
like logically there should be, but then there's also a boarded up like door, so I don't know if logic applies. Hmm.
We haven't
Okay.
spotted anything in a while.
Yeah. I mean, but we did like we reported the elevator one, so we might be okay. But
Okay.
I think there's at least one we're not seeing right now.
Okay. Oh, B says,
Oh,
regarding the thing
oh.
beside it's the window's closed.
Window.
Sorry. Go
Yeah.
on.
Also, B says about the elevator button. It's been there, yeah, and it didn't fix during the last time, so it's good. We're
Okay.
good.
Perfect. Perfect. That's awesome. Okay, we got another one
Oh, the
for
box
the
is
kitchen.
open. B says the box is open. Where?
The box is
Where?
there.
The box where? This one? Sorry, which box, B? I'm going backwards a little
Uh,
bit.
the box in the room with the coffin.
Oh,
In the second
was it not
alleyway.
always open?
I thought it was. I've been looking at the
Okay, we'll
TV
go
and it
back
kept
to
saying
it.
that the TV was going to get fixed.
Okay. We'll go back to it. I'm not 100% sure and I'm worried. If
Okay.
if we get a warning, then that's the first thing we'll report because we do get a warning if there are too many anomalies active at once.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
And yeah, B says, yeah, that box. I don't know if it's always been open. So,
I feel like
okay,
it
we'll
always
take note
has.
though.
Yeah, if we get a warning, we'll report it first. But in the meantime, let's leave it alone. That's the thing about, oh, hey, look, their hair. It's different.
Oh, wow. Well, their
Creepy.
hair
They're
is
so
different. Their hair is
they're
like all
different
nice and
people
cute
too.
now.
Yeah, so sleek.
Like the face shape has changed a little.
And they don't have like, I think, breasts anymore. Yeah, this one has like a breast.
The
Anyway,
dude fixing the anomaly is like, no, you can't
They
have
had
nice
like
hair.
they had like
exactly
American
right.
Psycho hair for a minute.
Yeah, exactly. They look like American Psycho, Christian Bale. Okay. So good
Like,
spotting so far. I think we're
no,
in the
there is only
clear.
one hairstyle allowed in this house.
Has there always
Speaking of
been this
queer
white thing
horror,
here?
have you ever heard the
Mhm.
take that American Psycho is definitively queer horror?
Ooh, no, I have not. But to be fair, I have not watched American Psycho, so I couldn't say for sure if
Okay,
that's a
it's
good take.
brilliant in the same way Fight Club is brilliant. Is that most of the
Ooh.
people that like it don't actually understand what the movie's supposed to be about.
Hmm. Yeah, I've heard that. I don't know exactly why though. Like,
You would think it'd be pretty obvious, but most of the people just scan right over it, just completely miss the whole point. But the take I've heard on it is that American Psycho is about the repression of yourself, what you
ooh,
do in order to fit in the, yep, you got it.
sorry, go
What you
on.
do
Yes.
to fit in with society, what you do to meet the expectations of others, the sacrifices you make to keep yourself from existing so that you meet with what everyone else wants you to do, and how that
Hmm.
manifests in unexpected ways, and how repressing who you
Oh.
are actually leads you to spiral.
Oh, I see. I see. No, that's a good. Yeah,
Uh,
I can see that for sure.
yeah. B also asks, has the kitchen chair always been black?
Oh.
Uh-huh.
No.
And yeah, that's an interesting take on it. You know, I haven't watched American Psycho either. I only know the memes and like the general plot.
Yeah.
So
I
maybe
actually
when
don't
we
know
have
B.
like
I'm
a
sorry.
reviewing, we'll watch it with that interpretation and take in mind. That would be super
Honestly,
interesting.
yeah.
Well, and bear in mind that if you try hard enough, you
Most things can be queer takes.
you
True.
can you I've heard an explanation for how Alien is a queer horror movie, and it's like, wow, well, when you say it like that,
When you say it like that, that's so true.
Everything's queer media if you're not a coward.
That's so
exactly.
true.
If you
Exactly.
try hard enough, you can give yourself a reason to believe in anything. But I do think it is an interesting
I
take
actually don't
to
know.
look at something that's supposed to be so quintessentially heteronormative and be like, oh no, there's definitely a queer angle here, and watch how much it really pisses off straight people.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I
People
love
don't like
that.
hearing that
Also,
Fight Club is a
hello.
queer movie, but it
Hi,
is.
Fallen Ashes 12. Hi. So,
Ooh.
yeah, we have
Hello,
someone new
hello.
chiming in on the chat.
Who's calling me?
Hello.
Hello,
It's
Fallen Ashes.
Freya. Hi, Freya.
Freya. Oh, their hair is gone.
Oh, they're bald. It's their hair again.
Yes. So, just for a quick rundown, this is Observation Duty 5. We are looking for anomalies, aka changes in the system. It'll be hard for you to kind of chime in unless you've seen this before because you don't know what was the original form of this. But yeah, like if you see anything changing in between, just let us know. Chime in the chat. I actually, oh, B, just to answer your question, I don't know if the chair was always black, and I'm not confident enough to report it because I have no idea actually.
This is gonna drive me nuts because we started playing Curse of Strahd with my D&D group, And one of the
Mhm.
first things our DM pulled on us was we had a meeting with Strahd, and then
Mhm.
we ended up in a carriage that was blazing down the road with 12 horses in front of it.
Huh.
And we had a little miniature of the room we'd just been in, and we had to pick the 5 things that were different. And every time we screwed up, the horses went
No.
faster.
I hate that, actually.
Oh, I've
Ask me,
never
yeah.
ever felt this that panic induced.
Good lord.
Sitting
That
there
sounds
pressing
terrible.
everything, and he's like, "No, that's a bad idea."
Okay. If we get the warning, we will definitely report the alleyway 2 first, and we'll go from there. Because I am having a moment because haven't reported anything in a long
Wait a minute,
time. We haven't.
wait. Go back to the kitchen. Was the trash
Yes.
bag always there?
Yes, it was always there for sure. I'm waiting
Yeah,
for
it
it to
was
disappear.
always
Actually.
there. Also, Woxy says, also regarding the
Oh,
X is horror thing, I want to make up a take where Freddy Krueger is queer horror. Lamau.
He's not.
Queer icon.
Have you seen Nightmare on Elm Street 3?
oh, I know that one's like the gayest one, right? I've only seen it in like
The
videos covering how
entire
gay it is.
crew was gay. To the extent of which
Love that.
every interview they've ever had with the crew has sat there and said, "Oh, we did it on purpose. I'm surprised we got away with that."
That's wonderful. I've seen like clips of it just from like people talking about it, and I'm like, wow, this is like Batman levels, Batman and Robin levels, or Batman
Yep.
Forever levels.
Though they will swear up and down that Batman and Robin was meant to be a love letter to the original campy 60s TV show. And it's like, sweetie, that was a love letter to the entire gay community.
That's very true. Exactly.
That's
Oh,
amazing.
Rotten
Hold up the
Tomatoes.
picture.
Also, Freya says The Dream Warriors was a great movie.
It was.
Ooh, that's freaking awesome.
And that kind of bleeds into queer representation in horror. Because when you watch horror, you fully expect people to die.
Mhm.
You
Very
expect them to die sometimes in god awful ways.
Yes.
So, how do you have queer representation in horror while at the same time acknowledging that the queer people in horror are subject to the exact same rules as everybody else without the kill the
Exactly.
gays trope?
That's yeah, exactly. I like to think about that because that's kind of one of the reasons pretty much almost our entire cast in High is gay, is queer, and I'm just like, like kind of in a way where it's like some people will suffer, but it's not because they're queer, because everyone is. It's more like the general suffering of these characters.
You can kill the gays if
Unfortunately,
you
you
have
have
enough
to.
gays to spare.
Exactly right. Like,
It's
listen.
awful, but it's kind of how it works.
It's also like I think we'll discuss like how we have so many queer like villains in High Nine. I'm like everyone is so the villains too, but everyone is. Has this always been like this? But I know we've passed by it many times, so I might be wrong. But
I
I
think
feel
it's
like maybe it changed from the first time.
hold
He
up.
says
As long as you're
the second one, Dream Warriors, is also very, very gay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
gotta
go,
get
nice.
on that.
go
So
back
what was
to the
that? What to the what? The bathroom?
bathroom.
Okay. Let me cycle back to the bathroom. Sorry, that stuck for a second. I'm worried.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
oh, person. How
Okay,
about
that's Sally
no?
too.
That's a
Hi.
whole lot of
Hello.
no.
That's a whole person. Okay. Let's go. Okay, let's go back to the
Oh,
bathroom.
has he just been hanging out in the trash? Is he a high school nerd?
They put him in there. Okay, back to the bathroom.
Okay.
Where are you, bathroom?
He wasn't cool enough for the
Okay.
elevator
What's
gang.
going on in the
There's always
bathroom?
been a shampoo bottle next to the shower handle.
There
Yes.
has been. Yes.
Mm-hmm. I remember there being one, but I might be wrong.
No,
Is there enough
I
trash
took note.
here?
There's always been a shampoo bottle.
Okay, perfect.
So,
Okay.
B says of the dude, please don't panic. It's just me coming out of my house.
Nice. Good. What's bothering me about this room? Okay, so dude's gone. And this is still open so that we know
Yeah,
it
the
wasn't
box is
like
still
wrong.
open.
Oh my god! Huge
Oh my
man,
God,
sure is
huge
big.
man, huge man.
Oh no! Wait! No! What are you doing?
no.
I hate this. I hate this. Oh no!
What's happening? Oh my God. Oh my God, you have to. What?
Oh, there.
No.
It's
Oh no.
Oh, thank God.
no.
What the hell?
Like literally
You better
clutch
you are
at
my
the last
friend.
There's
minute.
a whole lot of no right there. That's just
I
the whole
hate
thing.
that.
That was a whole lot of no.
What the hell? I thought you were my friend.
Oh my
Why
God.
would you do that to me? Huge Man is a character in this game series. And on many occasions he has come up and he's been a very comforting presence, in fact. And I don't know why I mean, I know if you misreport him, he will get angry, but I thought he was a friend and now he's like betrayed us and I'm very upset about.
Yeah, that was
Ooh,
Jorgen
this
von
chair.
Strangle from Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh my god, so true. Here, this chair changed position. I believe it
Oh,
wasn't
nice
facing here
spot.
before. Yeah. Oh my god, that stressed me out. I was like, no, I can't. I can't even see it. It's so hard to click. Then I just clicked it and I was like, oh, thank god. Okay, we're good now.
Okay.
That was
Headcanon,
stressful.
Huge Man is the boyfriend of Dude in Trash Can. And he
Uh,
was just mad that we pushed Dude in Trash Can back into the trash can.
so
We
true
were
though.
rude
Oh
for
my
this.
god.
Oh, B also mentions, are we missing any rooms? Got to do a head count. That's true.
Ooh, okay, kitchen, study, toilet. Okay, wait. Look at the. Okay, that's hallway, kitchen, study, toilet, stairway, entrance. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's 9 rooms. One, two, three. Oh wait, that's number four.
Oh,
Uh,
Elevator.
that's,
that
Five,
room is spinning.
6. Yeah, I reported it. 7,
Okay.
8, 9. Oh, good.
okay. So we still have all the
10.
rooms.
Yeah, we still have all the. I actually don't know if they make the rooms disappear in this one. I've never seen it happen, but since they don't have exact fixes for those, I don't know. But yeah, it's still good to check, and especially because it like lets us like look through everything. Oh, I feel a little dizzy from that one that was turning.
Yeah, the little twist is like, nope, stop it.
Exactly. Okay. We're by the way, I just forgot to mention what the closer we get to the end of the night, which is 6 a.m., the more things get active, which is why we're starting to see so much. So good spotting everybody. Let's keep going. Let's keep this streak going cuz I am worried as heck that we will
Has
lose,
the stove
but
in
at
the
the same.
kitchen always been white?
Oh, I was looking at that a while ago. It looked odd to me, but I didn't know why. So let's go back. Oh, hi.
Whoa!
Wow!
That's
No.
wrong.
No,
Since we're nearing
do
the
not call
end,
me
let's
Scarlet
report the
Angry.
kitchen.
They're just like, why do you keep making our hair ugly again?
Yeah, right. They just want to keep their hair. Okay, I'll report the kitchen. And if it's if wrong, then that's a second life. But if it's right, at least we got it. I also am weirded out by this, but I don't know if it's like wrong or not.
I think
I think
that's
that's always been there.
Okay. Okay, so we have two. We have painting.
Oh,
We have
painting.
one life left. Okay, we are
Yeah.
almost done with the night. So we're like 1.5 hours away from the finishing, and time goes fast. So all right, and we haven't gotten the warning yet, so we're in the green. But once you get a
Yes,
warning, that's
you
when we're in
did
the red.
warn us about the creepy man in the elevator staring at us.
Yeah. See, this is a fun game. It's a fun game to play with friends,
go
even though
back,
like, oh, sorry,
go back.
this one.
That chair in the hallway, was that always white?
I
Yes.
think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. We're done. So I'm just looking through a little bit again. This one hasn't changed in a long time, I think. The front hallway, and that's worrying me. But this one's okay. Bathroom seems fine. And this part as well. I feel like the trash is not enough, but I'm not confident enough in that to report it.
I feel like I keep looking for something too obvious.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I
You
feel like
look up
I'm missing
and you
something
point
that's
in
not
that
obvious
direction.
enough.
Don't look at me.
There must be some subtle things that I'm just missing, but we're still okay until we get a warning, and we might get a warning, but the warning is right before we still have time before we lose, so I'm hoping for the best.
I feel like the last hour is really going to be where everything hits.
That's so true. I hope it's something obvious, even though it's gonna scare me. At least it's like easy to report. Huh. Okay,
It's
and once we're
really
done, we
white.
can like. Oh, the box.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, the box
Okay,
moved.
okay. Box fell.
I
All right,
swear
let's
it's
just.
waiting. It's going to be something like big.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess Huge
Another
Man was
huge
big.
man.
Huge Man was pretty big, I would say. But yeah. Okay. Oh, the cup changed. At least that one's easy to
Yeah.
spot.
Oh, nice. Yeah. It's a mug
Study,
now.
send. As long as I don't hit the wrong room, we should be fine. We have one more life, so So we got two, so we still have time. Like when I first played this, my heart was beating so fast, and I was like, I couldn't breathe after every round. But now I'm just like, at least more units, so I'm just like, okay, it's fine. I'm only a little nervous. Hmm. Okay. I don't think this has always been here, but I'm too worried. I don't. I'm not sure enough to like check it to report it. So I'm not confident enough to report it. Okay. There's literally nothing changed here, and I hate it.
Yeah, in the hallway.
Was there
Yeah.
always a rug in front of the door?
Yes, for
Okay.
darn sure. Okay.
Oh, B says of the alleyway, nah, the lights are the same. So thanks for
Okay.
that. Yeah, so at least like
Thank you, B.
we get some confirmation.
For sure. Okay, I'm getting nervous again because I haven't seen it in a while.
Is that book beside the chair in the elevator hall always been there?
As far as I know,
Yeah.
I've seen it many times over, but I don't know if it was original. I
Okay.
just know we've seen it many times, so I cannot be 100% sure. But I'm scared because we're like nearing the end and we might get a warning. But
Yeah, one more
knock
hour.
on wood. Oh lordy lord. Okay, Lord help
Like
us.
analyzing everything. Like how many books are on that table? Were there always that many?
Exactly right. I mean, there were three. I know that. Let me. Okay.
Was that poster always on the wall? B asks.
Which poster?
Yes.
Which
The Bernie
poster on which
Sanders one.
wall?
What room? Okay. Oh no! No!
Oh no, too
All
many
right.
anomalies.
We have too many anomalies. Oh no, we have to check now. Gosh, gosh, gosh. Okay, nope. Nope. Where is it? Are we missing a room? Stairway. We might
Oh, go back to
lose.
where the old man poster is on the wall. Yes, that the old man has always been there.
Yeah, but what about that?
Bernie Sanders has
Oh,
always been.
eyes.
Ah,
Okay. Please, please,
Oh,
please. Okay.
he wants to be friends.
oh,
Exactly.
B says the study, the light switch wasn't there.
Ooh, okay, let me go back. Okay, we got one, so we're slightly safe, but the light switch? No, it's always been there. So I'm not 100% sure. I'm
Okay.
worried though. I'm scared.
I
Okay,
don't
there's more than Hmm?
I don't know for sure if it's always been there though.
Ooh, I know it has just because I know one of the anomalies that it adds light switches. But is it this? The small bits I don't know, so I'm like worried. Gosh, we're 30 minutes off the end, and if we lose, I'm gonna be so mad. Okay.
You have to find all of the anomalies or just keep yourself
Just
from
enough to
losing.
survive.
Yeah, just enough to survive. Four anomalies is death. Hallway, kitchen, study, toilet. I'm so mad we might lose. Books are here. I feel like the bulletin board changed, but I'm not sure. So I'm. Oh, oh wait, no. Oh god, I thought it was moving. Ah, darn it! We were so
Oh no, oh
close.
dang.
Ah, we must have
Couldn't
been.
figure
Were we
out
missing
which
a
one.
room?
Just sitting there
Which
like,
one?
oh god, it's got to be somewhere.
Gosh. Okay, okay. So we got okay.
Okay, good game though. Good game,
Good game. Yeah,
guys.
we were so close. What were we missing? Okay, let's just
I
open
don't
a
know.
new game really quickly just to see what we were missing, and then we will take a break. So let's just retry very quickly. Let's just see what's going on, and we will go from there. So, gosh, all right. I just pressed retry.
Yeah, and
Okay,
thanks to everyone on the chat who helped out.
absolutely. Oh, was the I think the window was different, but might not sure.
Go
This.
back because I think
I
you're
think
right.
the window's always been the same, though.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, chairs. Okay, so everything's pretty much normal here. Everyone's normal here. What were we
I
missing?
still
Okay,
can't spot the
bathroom.
difference.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay,
Trash
so
was
that book has
normal.
always been there.
Oh, there it was different. So mad. The bulletin board did have an extra thing, and I was just psyching myself out. I couldn't tell.
Oh, okay, okay. I
Okay.
didn't notice either.
What else? Oh, what is this one? This one. Okay, this is normal. I
Does
think
it
there was
every time you do it, does it switch anomalies on you, or will you get like the exact same anomalies?
it's random. So I
Yeah.
mean, there is like a set number of anomalies, and you get the same ones eventually. But it is like a randomly generated bunch of anomalies or from a list. So okay, I don't see what was different, so I'm mad about it. But anyway, so just to check, like people mentioned, the I couldn't tell
Yeah,
what
the
was
book
going
beside the
on. This
chair has always been
Yeah,
there.
this chair's always been like a
Oh,
yeah.
B points out the elevator buttons were different.
Oh, let me see. So the elevator buttons in the hall. Oh, maybe. I don't know though. Okay, anyway, let's quit. All right. So that was part 1 of the game. Let me stop
Uh-huh.
sharing for a sec. Ooh, okay. Let's take a break for just a moment. I need to use the bathroom, so I'll be right back. You guys can chat for a little bit.
Okay, I can
Oh,
go
the
ahead and
inside the
start any
elevator with the
question.
men. Ooh, okay. Might have been like a second set of buttons. I'm not sure, but we'll check back in a bit. So yeah, just chat while I go to the bathroom. See you in a
Yeah,
bit.
yeah. We'll talk about you behind your back. No, I'm joking.
No, I would never
So
do something like that.
no, no, we're not like that here. So how was your first uh round of observation duty?
Anxiety inducing.
It really is surprising how anxiety inducing a spot the difference game can be.
It reminds me like when you were a kid and you used to have to play those things and they used it to show like did you have problems with your memory or like test your intelligence level if you couldn't spot the differences. I had to go through so many of those when they were testing me for ADHD that it's like, oh god, oh god, I feel like I'm not contributing enough.
Oh. Oh, that's interesting. I just had to accomplish like a questionnaire for when I was getting tested for ADHD.
Oh geez. You
Yeah.
got to remember I was tested back in the 90s where they
Uh,
didn't have the same understanding of ADHD that they do today.
yeah, I believe ADHD had like a different name back then in the 90s.
Roughly had the same name. They still call it attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, but they did not have the understanding of it they have today. Their solution was basically throw pills at it until she stops.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's
Oh, did you have to go through that?
how
I'm sorry you had to go through that if
no
you did.
problems. I'm sorry, say that again.
Oh, okay. Did you have to go through that as a kid? I'm sorry if you did.
I did, but the good part of it was that after I went through it a little while and I realized that there were big changes in my personality that I did not like. And I told my mother that I did not want to take the Ritalin anymore. She didn't force me to. So that was good. She
That's
wasn't
really good.
necessarily happy about it because parents they think they're doing the right thing. She wasn't happy about it, but she didn't give me trouble and she didn't try to make me take it.
Okay, I'm glad. I'm glad your mom had that level of understanding at least.
Hmm. Now I'm on Adderall, but
Ah,
at least as an adult, I get to sit here and say, no, this is my choice. I get to dictate the level to which I pay attention to this, which is nice. You can't always
that's
do it with a kid.
yeah, that's very true. I think that's also like something because I was diagnosed as an adult. I am taking Ritalin now, but the good thing about people's understandings of ADHD meds nowadays is they're like your therapists and psychiatrists are a little more chill with you, like controlling your own dose.
Yeah.
Ooh. I sure can't wait to, get a diagnosis. Or whatever it is because I know
Yeah, and
something's going
CSI.
on. I just don't know exactly what. But for
Well,
sure anxiety. That's like I feel
and
like there's
something,
like a certain amount of just like knowing that it's anxiety.
that's
But other than that, I don't know.
something
Yeah.
that has really helped a lot is because we didn't know a lot about it when I was a kid, and because there's been a lot more exploration now, I have come to the realization that there are just certain things about being ADHD that are not going to change just because you took a pill.
Mhm.
The
Yeah,
pill is
That's
not
fair.
magic. You are not cured. Your entire world is not fixed just because you started taking the pill. certain things are just always going to be this way. The medication just helps.
Hmm.
And you have to
That's good
find
to
a way to
know,
accept
honestly.
that.
Yeah, and it's just a good way to like kind of give you a different perspective, like give you that like whatever it works on, you don't have to deal with that and then kind of like go from there, like deal with what is still there.
Yep.
Um Ooh, and I do want to like for the High Nine listeners and everyone who like, takes part, I want to show off some of the stickers that we have for our it's such a nice packaging too. Like
Fun.
look at this. It's so
Very
nice.
nice.
It's very cute. These are our stickers that we got. Only one of them turned out bad, so the rest of them turned out amazing. And it's my fault that they turned out bad, so that's on me.
And
But
we
we'll
will love
giving
that sticker all the more because of it.
yeah, we'll be giving away for free because they're really fun. But here's my favorite one that turned out amazing. It is the High Night Cast sticker. It's very tiny. I'm gonna get a
Oh,
bigger one done,
look at
but
them.
they're so cute,
The
and they're such a
tinies.
good sticker. The box is great, and hi Roxy. Oh yes, they're so cute. Oh my god, it's so tiny. Like I expected this to be bigger, and I was like, oh my god, it's tiny. But that's not a bad thing. It's like so adorable.
Yeah, I think
Here,
it's the right size.
I think it fits the entire cast onto this really really tiny sticker. I'll print some like bigger ones as well, just so we can like sell them for a little more. But this is so like
That
this is
is
like
really
look at
good.
it. Look at it to my hand. Like that's how tiny it is. It is very tiny, but I think people can put it on their phones if they want to.
Okay, so
Here's
you
the
keep
other
showing the
ones.
stickers. It's my turn to go to the bathroom.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, let me just yeah, this is a fun. I like the background, but anyway, let's just do what's this one look like?
Oh,
Okay, no, not that one. I don't think so. Let's go back to this. Anyway, sorry, this one is what I meant. All right, this is the other sticker that we did. So this is the High Night podcast in oh, thank you B. It is so cute. This one is High Night in Baybayin, which is a Filipino script. And it's podcast on the bottom because writing podcast in Baybayin would be a terrible idea. Um, so High Night podcast, it's very cute. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like like kind of like magical girl stuff, like with how
yeah.
it looks. And then this is a more chunky, like this is the same design, but I made it more angular. It's a different style a little bit.
A little
So for
sharper,
people,
like just like a different font.
exactly, it's almost like a different font. So we just like change it up. So whoever wants that. And here's our biggest stick. This one turned out bigger than I thought. Like the other ones turned out smaller than I thought, but this one turned out huge. But it's not bad. It's this one. So it's the
Ooh.
Hainai title. And yes, B Hainai means hi mom. I'm magical girl Hainai. Listen, one day we will do like just a magical girl transformation for Maddie. Here's Hainai, and this one's very cute as well. You can put it on anything. And we're selling these stickers at TCAF, and I'm gonna print a couple more stickers just because our cover sticker turned out not great, but because I forgot to send it in CMYK instead of RGB, and that was my bad. The blue and yellow turned out fine, but like this one, I don't think it's actually that clear. But when you actually look at it, it's very like reddish, which is not great. But you know, not sure, or maybe it's my lighting. I don't know. No, it's a little too reddish, but anyway, that's the stickers that we are showing.
They look really
And
good.
thank you. Yeah, I love the quality of these. I think I just need to like send in the
Hello,
last
I'm
bit.
back.
Yes, you are. And okay, so for our next round on
Ooh,
observation duty, do you want to do the
ooh,
same
quick.
room or do you want to do a different one?
Ooh,
Because
let's do a
we
different
did
room.
lose.
Yeah, let's hit a different room.
Okay.
Ooh,
I
what is
was
the context for magical girl Hainai?
Oh, I was just saying that this design looks a little bit magical girly, almost like Sailor Moonish.
Okay.
This sticker.
Also, B asks, Hainai means hi mom, right? Have you answered
Yes, the
that?
market. Yes, yeah, I did. Hyena means hi, mom. Yes, and the market. Yes, we are going to TCAF. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna
Yeah,
get. It's gonna be our like first unofficial kind of meetup for Hainai.
yeah.
I'll see if I can get more merch in, but it's mostly we're selling like other comics. So yeah, it's
Mhm.
so funny because like as soon as I realized like, oh, I have to print comics. Oh, I don't have money. Wait, I do have money. Oh, I have it in like a timeshare. Like I have it in timed like account, but I was like, oh, I can actually take it out. It's all stress, and I'm like, oh, I have to spend thousands of dollars for this thing, but I will get thousands more back. So that's how it goes, and I'm very
That's how it
excited for
goes.
this
So please
convention.
visit Motzi and TCAF.
Exactly. TCAF Toronto Comics and Arts Festival.
June
This year,
18 and 19.
exactly. There's also a 17, but we're not gonna. I don't think we're gonna attend that because that one's like an odd one. It's a Friday, but 18 and 19 for sure. We'll do that, and we'll update everybody on our plans in a while. In the meantime, we
Yeah,
can.
and just to continue from B's question, Nai is short for nanay, so in the way that mom is short for mommy, mother.
Why?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
And I
Mhm.
always wonder about this. Why does every language seem to have a double up for their term for mom? Mommy, nai nai, baba, abba.
Mm.
Every language immediately seems to double up when it comes to describing
that's
mom or dad.
true. That's true. Maybe it's because of how we naturally form sounds as a child.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that's always my thought. Like, I think a lot, like, if you look at their names too, like, all of these words are easy to say by children, like, when they first speak, like,
Yeah.
baba, mama, papa,
So it
Yeah.
papa,
kind of
dada.
so you feel like
So,
it lends itself to the natural echolalia that kids
mhm,
pull out when they're growing up.
I think
exactly.
so. Yeah,
Exactly. I do
because
think
I
so.
always wonder about
yeah.
that because different cultures have very different perspectives of child rearing and what they encourage and what they don't encourage. But there are certain things that it does not matter. Every culture does this. And one of them is the way a baby starts to say mom and dad.
So
And it's
true.
always a double.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, but I like, and I think like language. I think in no matter where it's from, language, becomes it evolves based on the use they have for it, and our words for mother, father, they're there because they're there as a result of it's for your children's use. It's for something for your children to
Yeah.
address. So which is why like
Because I'm not
it's
going to lie,
like
if I ever heard like a 2 year old going mother, father, I'd be like,
No.
yeah, no,
where's
I
your
mean like for
words?
like mama,
Yeah,
papa,
mama,
yeah,
papa, mama. Yeah, exactly.
mommy,
So, yeah.
nanay, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, like
Ooh,
I think the
sorry.
cuter repetitive ones like end up like the etymology ends up coming from the children who need to use these words the most.
That's true.
Mhm. Ooh, Roxy says in mixed tech, mom is Nana and grandma is Nanamani. That's wonderful. Oh my god! And it says, and Roxy also says, also the sun is called Nyanto and Nyanti or the woman of the sky.
Oh, that's very
Or Nyant.
cool.
That's awesome. I love learning this. Roxy, tell us
I
more.
apologize. I'm going to sound a little foolish right now. What is mixed tech?
Mixed tech, I believe. Oh, Roxy, please, like you can explain better than we can. Um, but yeah, it has to do with like language and in southern Mexico. But Roxy, please like explain more in detail because we are also not we're also somewhat ignorant. So yeah, like and we'll read it out once you like type it out.
And that's something
Um,
else I love about no matter where you are, every culture has little differences depending upon region. It's like,
mhm.
sure, you're in this area, this is how we speak. But if you go literally 5 minutes down the road, total different language.
It's so true. It's so true. And yeah, we'll just wait for Waxi's answer. But also, according to Google, it's Middle American Indian population living in the northern and western sections of the state of. I can't say the word. I forgot.
The
Oaxaca.
indigenous like one.
Yeah,
Tundavi?
exactly. Okay. Mixtec is an indigenous language of Mexico. We call ourselves the Tuundavi, and Mixtec means people of the clouds. That
I
is
Amazing.
love that.
amazing.
Considering
People
Awesome.
in
how
the
many
clouds. I
mountains,
love that.
that is awesome.
That is amazing. And yeah, Oaxaca. Oh, yes, I've heard it said
Oh,
before. I'm just so dumb. Yeah, Oaxaca, Oaxaca. Oaxaca. Yeah. All right. So we will start with
Tundavi or Tundavi?
I- Tuundavi. Yeah, or
Because immediately I
Tuundavi.
want to say Tundavi, but is it Tundavi?
Let us know as well, Waxy. And with that, by the way, B says market, but I don't know anything about the market. I don't know what's gonna be like. I'm scared, but because B said market, we'll do market.
Okay.
B, you have to help us. Oh, tune.
Tun.
And
Tundavi. Okay.
Tundavi.
Thank you for
each one
the
of
education, Woxy.
yeah,
It's always nice to
absolutely.
learn this stuff.
Okay. All right. Okay, sharing again. Everyone see this?
Also, Tundavi means word of the poor. That's interesting.
Ooh. Ooh. Interesting. All right. We shall go with
Okay,
the
you're gonna
market
have
as
to educate us on why you call yourselves Tundavi or word of the poor.
mhm. Yeah, let me just got a
Also,
good
B
coffee sip in
says
there.
about the market, I'll do my best. Lol, I know a few.
Okay. All right.
Yes,
I've
please
never
tell
seen the
them.
markets, so we'll do what we can. All right. I
Oh,
don't know
market.
which
It's
type
gonna be
this
like
is.
very cluttered, and that there's gonna be a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna hate this. No, but it's fine. Okay. The boss went shopping yesterday. Okay,
The
and
boss.
found anomalous activity in the supermarket. Dang, boss. Okay. The site has been contained. Do your job. Boa duck. Instructions will be provided. Loading. Okay, what instructions? Um, this might be the normal type, which is that we have to report different types of anomalies. I hate this already.
There's
Oh
Um,
so
God.
much.
B says, watch the shelves for food that moves around. A lady may appear within the frozen foods. Lol.
oh
Ooh,
my
I'm not
god.
gonna like that.
Okay, so what's gonna happen is it's types of anomalies now, and we have to report
And not
where
just the
it's
root.
happening and what type. Oh wow,
Oh
I hate
no.
this.
There's a
Oh
lot.
B,
no.
why do you hate us? B, I thought you were our friend. Oh
Okay.
gosh,
The
okay.
fan is weird again on the cash register area.
Yeah,
Oh
but
no. Oh no.
it's only started, so okay, we'll see. All right,
I
we're gonna lose
feel
very
B's
quickly.
glee from the chat.
Mm-hmm. What's that?
Uh B put
Like,
in like the evil smiley like emoticon.
How dare you? Okay, I can see like
geez.
a fire
Remember what I said
extinguisher
about
over there.
anxiety inducing?
I know, right? This one, like at least the house like had less stuff, even though it was more rooms. This is like terrible. Thanks, I hate it. Also,
With
B,
our
when you
single
pause,
brain cells combined.
we have one brain cell.
One
Anyway,
big brain cell.
No, no, we're
okay.
all ADHD. It's the opposite problem. We have too many damn brain cells and none of them are focused.
Yeah, it's so true.
That's true.
Lord, what is happening? Okay.
Okay,
Uh,
the fans are weird again in this
Yeah.
room.
So I'm guessing
yeah,
just
so
ignore the
Might be
fan.
the frame rate.
it might be the frame rate. Yeah, I think it's fine though because it's just started, but we might have already missed one thing.
Oh, also Woxy continues. My ancestors were a bit poorer than their neighbors who lived in the mountains. Okay.
That's so interesting. Oh my gosh, Foxy. I love it whenever you like talk about talk about your background, your history.
Mhm.
Makes me happy.
Also, B says, also mind the food labels. The pictures can change. What?
B, we're gonna lose immediately,
You're
then we're gonna switch
evil.
to a different room and we'll be like, bye. B, we tried it. We tried
You're
it because we love you, but we're
100%
done.
evil, Fuzzy.
Yeah.
Oh
Also,
god.
Woxy says their ancestors probably lived in the valleys.
Ooh.
Oh, B points out, skull on the shelf, go back. What shelf? There's a skull.
Which shelf? Which shelf? B, you
There's
have to
so
tell
many
us what room.
shelves.
There's so many shelves, I can't see a thing.
Skull?
This one?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I'm
Is that a
pointing like y'all can see what I'm pointing at.
so produce and extra object, I guess? Okay. Well, at least this one we can send as many reports as we want. So
oh, that's
that's
true. We don't
fine.
have
Yeah,
same. I
lives
don't have
anymore.
lives. Nice
Okay.
one, B. Thank you.
Oh,
Okay, okay.
go back to the break room.
Okay.
Was that carton always on top of the microwave?
I
I
was gonna
could
ask
not
that
tell
too.
you. I could not tell you.
I was
Okay,
gonna
break
ask.
room,
Okay, that
extra
also felt
objects.
off to me.
I could not tell you for a second. There's only one thing that I've seen so far, and I'm watching it right now. Okay. Nope.
Okay.
Maybe it moved, but I cannot tell. Oh my god, I hate this. I mean, obviously, if we get more used to it, we'll get it. But this is was this extra? I feel like there was
Yep.
only spaghetti here, but I might be wrong. What is this? Aisle one, extra object, maybe. It's all
Plus,
just gonna
I
be
think
extra
like
object.
for me and Geek, like the screen is smaller too because
Yeah,
we're watching
I
on
enlarged
Recent
mine
screen
so that I
share.
can see it,
yeah.
but
You can probably like full screen your Reg, but other than that, I don't know.
I could, but the I wouldn't be able to see the chat, so it's okay.
Mhm. Oh, true.
We can
Fair
make
enough.
do.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, B has made us suffer, and we will lose. So this will be over soon. We love you, B, but this is like a
this is
step too
cool.
far. Oh, it's moving. Okay. What is this? Obviously, light anomaly. Maybe it's a light
Yeah, it's a light
anomaly.
anomaly.
Check out. Just check out. Okay. Or there's also other ones, a TV monitor anomaly. The other monitors always been
Yeah,
on.
like the monitors were they always on?
No, I think they were off.
The problem with
It's
this
brighter over
one,
there than it was. Hold up, hold up. There's a sign down there in the middle. Why do I keep pointing? Uh, there's a sign. If you go to the next
okay,
one,
okay,
there's a sign in the middle of the hall that I do not think was there.
okay. Extra object. Let me see. And this is aisle one. Okay.
Okay. You have to give me a second because your mom is calling.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You can like mute for a
Okay.
sec. Go ahead, Reg. Nope, it was correct. I hate this. I mean, I actually, I know that if I do it more, I'll get used to it. But right now, it's just a mess.
Like, I hate this.
Terrible. It's terrible. This is the worst. Hmm.
And I'll bet you Fuzzy's not saying nothing, is she?
I don't know. Wait, let me. Sorry, I gotta check real quick, just because the wet floor sign was there. Okay, you're doing great. Yeah, that's all Fuzzy has said. That's all Via said. You're doing great. Thanks. Thank you. This is great. Okay. Fan's still going. Monitors are on. Ugh, okay. We need like obvious ones because we're not gonna get the not obvious ones. There's no. I only know like two things that are. I only pay attention to two things, so I can't really tell. Let me check this chat real quick. I'm keeping watch. Thank you, B. But we also you made us suffer like this, so not so many thanks. Was that dirt always been there?
Thought that was not there.
Yeah. Picture not other. Maybe it's other. Then this is aisle two. Cause send. Okay. Hmm. If it's an extra object, we can do that too. Huh. Okay. Good. Other. Okay. They're giving us gimmies, I think. But oh, this one's
Oh,
changed
pending. Why
for
do I
sure.
keep I can't help it. It's
Picture
just like,
not.
oh, look, like you're sitting right next to me.
Yeah, like
I'm
point.
back.
Oh, over there.
I'm
Yeah, we're
back.
we're spotting some things, but they're giving us gimmies. I feel like
Ooh.
because okay. So what else is there? All right,
Okay,
we're not
we're not
doing
we're not
terrible
doing bad for this
hmm
hellscape.
for this hellscape. Exactly. Yeah. Please keep checking like the chat as well, Reg.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
B says blood in aisle two. Did you see
Oh yeah,
that
we got that.
already?
Yeah,
One,
we got
two.
that. We
Okay.
got other, thankfully.
Yeah, and also the painting that I think
Go
you
back.
already got as
Go back.
well.
Yes.
Down at the end of the aisle, on the right side, one of the canisters is a different color.
Ooh,
Ooh, okay.
interesting. Let's see. Other in aisle one, because I don't think there's color change. All right, that's true. I don't know if it's all. Like, it feels like it's wrong. So unless it's a red herring. Nope, it's a red herring.
Bastard.
There's no other types it could be. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's all it is. It could be an extra object, but I don't think it is. Huh. What else? I mean, I guess I'm getting used to it, but I feel like as soon as I'm like feeling
Okay, the
okay, that's when
sign
everything's
back
wrong.
there said breakfast and sweets, but you're in the produce section.
But these are breakfast and sweets, so this is
Are they?
produce.
I can't tell.
I yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Has
Is
B
there
said anything?
a shelf there
Was that?
in front of the weight? Where you
Mm-hmm.
weigh things. Was that shelf? No, it was. Okay, never mind. Because I recognize that object. Never mind. My bad.
Okay, okay.
Also, B says it's normal. Yeah.
Okay.
I think referring to the breakfast and sweet sign.
All right. All right. Okay. I hope it's something obvious, but I don't think it is. I think we're gonna get a
Yeah,
warning
like
soon,
give us an
actually.
intruder. Give us another huge
Oh,
man.
hey, here we
Oh,
go. Aisle one is distortion. Okay,
yeah.
that's
Give us
obvious.
another
Thank you.
huge man.
I don't want huge man. He's gonna make the thing go around, and I can't
All
catch it.
right.
That was
Okay. Give
nerve
us
wracking.
another guy coming out of the trash can.
But yeah, I guess so. I mean, I used to like huge man until he did this to me. He betrayed me. So sad. Huge man has hurt us. I mean, I guess I get like if you get used to this space, you can get used to the stuff, whatever. But I'm still mad about it. Has this floor always been this weird, like with this wall,
I think so.
Oh. Oh.
right? A whole different floor. If B says anything, let us know. Let me know. But
Oh, B
yeah,
just says, ask and ye shall receive.
true. Yeah, B. If the break room floor has always been like that, let us know because
B says,
I
yes,
don't
the
know.
patterns are normal.
Okay, all right. What is going
So
on?
this is so much help, B. Thank you so much.
Yes, but also, how dare you? Okay. Oh, and Geek, are you having fun?
Oh, did the cup switch
Which cup?
in the break room?
Did it switch?
I don't think it had a saucer under it.
Oh, extra
Oh.
object or okay, let's try. It might also be a object movement, but if it's an extra object, I hope we got that because I was not paying attention. No, okay, let's try
Yeah, I'm bad at
object
this
movement.
one. I'm
Yeah,
very bad
honestly.
at this one. I made like three
Switch.
guesses and they've all been wrong.
Is this like this? Anyway, I know like the school a little better. Nope. Okay. Guess not. I know school okay. That's me, but I don't. Huh. Oh gosh, did something disappear here? I feel like there's something might have disappeared, but I'm not 100% sure.
This whole place is just
Are there a lot more lights in the produce section than normal?
Ooh, let me double check. Going back, where are we? Where? Okay, it seems like it. I'll put light anomaly.
I don't know. I feel like the produce section was always bright.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Oh
all right.
well.
We're fridged. We are fudged. We are
Okay.
fugged. Um. Um. Oh, hey, cold flesh. Thank
Cold.
you.
Oh, cool flesh, finally.
Would that be a picture anomaly or I guess picture anomaly? And if it's not picture anomaly, it's other. Oof. All right. Oh, cold flesh. Oh, good. It's picture anomaly. All right. Cold flesh. Thank you for being
B
obvious, though.
says, I think extra objects on aisle 2.
Aisle 2. Okay. All right. Extra
Extra
object.
objects.
Oh, I thought it was object disappearance, but I don't know. Hmm.
You can try
What
object
extra?
disappearance after.
Okay, let's try. Or object movement. Let's try. It might be object movement on aisle 2. That's definitely aisle 2 for sure. Because I feel like there's something off, but I don't know what it is. Nope, object disappearance. Well, we'll try it because we don't know anything else, and if we lose, we lose. 'Cause I want to get out of here.
It's nerve
There's
wracking.
just too much sources of anxiety in this map.
I know, right? Well,
Have we seen
that's
anything in this room in a while? I feel like we haven't.
just the lights. And that's it.
It's
This is
just.
bad, bad. Huh?
I think there's more boxes on the top shelf there. Produce section.
Maybe.
Ooh,
Extra
there might be.
object.
Actually, I think that's right.
Produce send. Okay. It might. Yeah, I think so too. Or at least maybe. Well, again, gaslight the
Maybe.
game.
This is the most
No.
gaslighty level. No,
All
this
right.
is the
We're gonna
most
lose.
gaslighty level ever.
Mhm. We're about to lose. Sorry, B. Sorry,
We did
Fuzzy.
our best.
We did our best. We were okay for the first half because they were giving us gimmies. I'm gonna try something that I saw here, but I don't know if it's
Give us
true.
an
Extra object.
intruder.
I don't want an intruder, but no, better than nothing.
Better than nothing. Like an intruder is super obvious.
Oh, well, I thought I
Oh
got it right.
no.
Never
Oh
mind.
well.
Oh well. You're like we were actually trying, but
We fixed six
okay,
anomalies.
That's better than nothing.
exactly. It is
Better
better
than
than nothing
nothing. But
for
a
like
far
how
cry from our
negative we
first
were.
round where we fixed like 20.
20 anomalies, yeah, before losing. Uh, thank you, B. We did fine, I guess. We did
Yeah,
We did
thanks,
okay.
Boo.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah, we got
Right.
All
until
right.
like 3, I think 3 or 4 a.m. So
True, true, true. So at least
true. We were a
we
little
lasted.
close.
We are
Hello,
okay.
fetus.
Fetus! Woo! We love fetus in this house. Okay. All right. Let me make sure
Mhm.
everything's working. Um,
Yeah, and while you do that, let's head on to next question for Geek. So, Geek, do you have any favorite queer horror media?
yeah.
Oh geez. I have a couple, but they're kind of out there. Aliens, specifically with the S, Aliens is one of
Mhm.
my favorites, and I will defend to the death that Vasquez is a lesbian. This is not
Ooh.
up for debate. Okay,
Oh.
Oh.
possibly bi or pan, considering she kind of seems to have a thing with someone else on the team. I will defend to the death that she is a lesbian and
Oh.
the structure of the entire alien hive is inherently queer.
Hmm.
Who? In what way?
Have you seen the Geiger vagina?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I mean I don't know enough about Alien, but I do know that the designs alone are like very much around vaginas and
Yes.
penises and like I can
When
see that for sure.
you approach the caverns in
Mhm.
the alien hives, they have a distinctly vulva shape, and I don't mean that in just the general like uniform. There's a vulva and there's a little friend right there at the top. It is unmistakable. And just looking at that is like, yeah, I'm going to walk right that way. I will defend to the death that Alien and Aliens are queer horror films.
Mhm.
And
Ooh, I
Covenant.
should I should do an Alien rewatch because
Yeah.
I did I've only watched Aliens like once, like as a kid. Alien is the one I've watched a little more repeatedly just because it's the classic.
Oh,
Hell
and
yeah.
Alien has an actual trans representation. The only other female character on the ship. It's never directly referenced, but apparently it was, I believe, in the script that she is a trans woman.
Ooh.
Oh, I had
I
no
love that.
idea.
So it is canon. Also, if you watch Covenant, I believe it is, even though we don't like to agree that Covenant is part of the Alien canon, it is, because if we could accept Alien 3, we can accept Covenant. Um, there is a canon gay couple. The whole idea is that there are these group of settlers who are going
Mhm.
into space to go and settle a planet away from Earth. And while most of the people on the ship are breeding pairs, they
Mhm.
have a canon gay couple that is part of the main crew and
Mhm.
canon queer couples who are in the sleeping chambers.
That's
So it is
fun.
canonically a queer movie with a queer cast, despite everything else.
Despite everything else. I love that though.
I love
And
that. I love these queer takes on this like the sci-fi monster classic franchise.
mhm.
Of all the franchises that could have this much queer representation, it had to be Alien.
I have to say, like, when I was thinking of like, oh, what's my favorite like queer horror? Obviously, like Magnus Archives is a big one, but then I was thinking, like, wait, Elden Ring. Elden Ring is queer horror. I'm like, yeah, it actually is
I
because
haven't backed
canonically,
into it, so like, what about it is queer horror?
I mean, so it's a horror. Like the thing about like FromSoft games in general, like they have horror elements. Like all their monsters are very horror tinged. Like if you see just their monsters, they're terrifying. Like it is horror fantasy. Like it's high fantasy, but it's horror. And a lot of it is very much, essentially like it's the broken world, like the broken fantasy world. And in Dark Souls it was very much a, like, very gloomy, very color, like largely colorless, although there are some areas that are colorful. Whereas in Elden Ring it's kind of the reverse, where it's still a broken world but it's very colorful, because it's like has that huge open world. And the reason that it is queer
Like
horror is
fantasy
because
dystopia.
yeah, it's fantasy dystopia. It's exactly what it is. It's post-war, or like war is ongoing and basically it never ends. And the reason I say it's queer is because I think it's also just a thing about video games in general with role playing, is that there's not much romance in it per se, but the one character you can marry, she will marry any character no matter what. So in that way it's like queer. There's also a character who there's a lot of discourse around this character, which I find very funny.
Is it the
Um,
redhead that you have to beat, like the final boss?
no, but like the lady redhead, she is a very very big crush of everybody. Who also she ruins everybody's lives. Roxy just says there's tons of ideas of transformation and cycles of being, and sometimes breaking free of those cycles. Very true. And the other thing is there's a character and he is problematique with a TM, very problematique. He is one of the demigods. So there's like a bunch of people called demigods, and they're all like part of this one lineage. And he essentially wants to become the consort of his half brother. And he
Like
is
when you're a god.
yeah, exactly. When you're a god, and he is this huge horned fellow with like who is very fancily dressed, and he's voiced by Con O'Neill. He is fantastic. He's literally the only character in this entire game who is happy. Everyone else is like, "Oh, I'm so sad. Oh, I'm so miserable. Oh,
Have
this
you ever
sucks.
noticed that
Everything's
there's
bad."
a tendency in certain genres for gay people to be the only people satisfied with their own existence?
Exactly. And it's very fun. And like this character, he's like one of the best dressed characters in the entire game. He's like all his clothing is not like met like with every other character, because they've been in war for so long. Even if they once had this amazing garb, for the most part everyone's garb is very like messed up. Like it's very rare you find somebody whose like garb is like perfectly okay. Whereas he is like wearing this full set of like gold and jewels and all that, and he's
He's
this
dead.
terrifying being. He is decked, and he is covered in blood because he's the Lord of Blood. And yeah, and he wants to marry his half brother. But it's fun. Like he's one of my favorite characters, and even though he only gets like two lines of dialogue plus all of his like boss lines, and he's an optional boss, so you don't have to kill him if you don't want to. But the fun part about him is somebody described it like this. Somebody was like, because his half brother is like this really tiny like wayfish looking, fairy looking guy. But essentially the backstory is that he's trying to become a god. So the character Mog, the Lord of Blood, he wants to become his consort. Somebody's like, "Oh, you want a boy wife?" And he's like, "No, I want like he wants a male wife." And he's like, "I want to be the male wife." Is that like what's Mog's whole thing? He wants to be the consort. He doesn't want to be the god in this scenario. He wants his half brother to become a god, and for him to be the god's consort. And that's his
I
whole
don't
like
want
that's
my
his
responsibilities anymore. I want to be taken care of. I want to
exactly.
be
He
a wife.
that's a goal in life. And like his brother is like this wayfish fey looking blonde, his half brother, and like he is like this horrifying monster with like many like horns like growing out of his head, so much that like one of the horns has grown into his eye, so he only has one eye. He's like this monstrous fellow. He is very gentle and sweet when talking to like his half brother, who is basically like catatonic. And he's horrible, and I love him, but everyone's horrible in this world. Like there are very few characters here who haven't like done a war crime. Like everyone's done a war crime.
When you get to demigod level, you kind of figure you've probably committed a couple of acts against humanity to get
Exactly,
to the
they've all done
stage.
war crimes. Even the good ones have done war crimes. The
Yeah.
lady you marry, her name's Rani. She's the queen of, what was it, she was the What was she called, Reg? Because Reg has played this. I haven't played it yet.
Yeah,
Rani
it's
is.
very interesting to note of the two of us, I'm the one who plays Elden Ring, and Maki has
I
not
haven't
played.
played it yet because my
No, it's
computer is
Yeah,
okay.
bad.
Maki's not played like a bit of it.
I'm
Yeah,
obsessed with The Witcher, but my wife is the one who actually played the game. I just watched her play because I got so into the
exactly right.
storyline.
That's me right now. I'm
Yes,
like, oh,
I
I'm
have no
I'm in
interest
this
in
deep
playing it. I don't
discussion.
want to play it, but I will watch her replay it every time and go, no, don't pick that option. I want to see what happens.
Yeah. And yeah, for me, it's like I've been telling Reg about all the lore because it's very infamous with FromSoft games that the lore you don't get from playing
You
it.
really don't get the lore.
Yeah,
So I get all the background from Motzi, because otherwise Motzi and like some YouTube videos, because otherwise I'd be like,
who the heck is
oh,
this?
there's like
Who
they're
the
gonna
hell
show
are
like a
you?
plot twist, like, oh, this character was this character and
Character
what
all of
was this character all along, and I'm like,
who?
who?
Yeah, that's FromSoft. But yeah, they do a
Oh, was
good
I
job of
supposed
like
to care?
yeah.
But yeah, I think Rani is just called Rani the Witch. I don't know if she
Yeah.
has like a
Yeah,
other
like I mean
title.
she has to do with the full moon, but I don't know like her mom is like the something of the full moon,
Yeah,
but she's
Renala of
like
the
Rani.
Moon is her mom.
Yeah, Ronaldo of the Moon, and she's like Rani, and you get to marry Rani as her consort, and you can marry her in any gender, anything, which is nice. And Eve Rani's like the best, like she's kind of like the best person for like the job of God, which is it's a whole thing, but she's also done many a war crime. They all have.
Now,
It's
you
like,
brought something up and you've brought it up like twice, and it just made me realize that this is very common.
mhm. Which is
Is open option the same thing as queer representation?
yeah, that's so true. I mean, it's interesting because I do think it is in some ways. Like, it's not, it's not fully. But I do think just the fact that in games, I think is the first opportunity you get to kind of live out a fantasy in which queer romance can exist, even if not necessarily like with
But
like even if it's not
if the
inherent.
character you play is
Mhm.
the only canon queer character in the entire game, is that
Hmm.
representation?
You know, I don't know. I actually can't tell because it depends also on when this is happening. Because if you asked me like in the 90s or the 2000s, I'd be like,
Yeah.
kinda, yeah. But if it's like now, it's like, nah,
Well,
I
like
would say no.
when you
But
look at something like The Witcher,
mhm,
Ciri is canonically bi,
mhm,
possibly lesbian.
mhm,
They kind of mess with that a little bit here and there. So when you play the video game, there's actually an opportunity she has when someone says, "Oh, are you flirting with him?" You can actually choose the dialogue line, "Actually, I prefer women." Now,
mhm.
she is her own character. She is not an NPC. She is not a player character. She is her own character that you happen to take for a spin once in a while.
Mhm.
In The Witcher, you also meet a couple of characters who are gay, and they make
Mhm.
it very clear that they are gay,
Mhm.
and that is a source of problem for them. But as Geralt, you do not get to make that option. None of your romance options are of the
Oh,
same gender.
yeah.
You get
Mhm.
flirted with a little bit, but none of your romance options are the same gender.
Mhm.
So even though Geralt himself canonically is not a queer character, and I appreciate the representations of him that make him a queer character, I love those. Give them to me. Canonically, he is not.
Mhm.
But he has a lot of queer representation in his game. From an
Mhm.
elf that prefers to dress in women's clothing to his own daughter being a
Mhm.
lesbian or bisexual. So,
Mhm.
is that the same kind of representation as simply letting your character have open romance availability while no one else in the universe you're in is actually queer?
I cannot say for sure. But yeah, I'm like thinking of other ones, and
Yeah,
obviously the ones I'm
very
thinking
good
of
point.
actually have queer characters,
Yeah.
like Dragon Age, for example. Dragon Age does have queer
Praise
characters no
God.
matter what you do, which is wonderful. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess it depends on like the situation, or depends on I feel like there is like there's something freeing about having characters you can just, romance. And I do think that in Dragon Age 2 especially, it's like kind of the mix of that question because like they just made gave you all the romance options because they didn't have time to like code anything else, but that like ends up with this game full of bisexual people, which in itself is pretty great. So it's like kind of like you're wondering like,
I agree with you.
you
I
know.
don't think it's necessarily a yes or no answer, but it's just sort of that ever increasing realization that there's always progress to be made.
That's true. Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
okay to have your player character have open availability while at the same time allowing these people to exist in universe so that it doesn't feel like, oh, you're the only queer in Skyrim.
Exactly. And I mean, like when you like going back a little bit to when you asked me about like well, I mean, this was always like, "Oh, what's her favorite thing?" Ooh, Roxy says, "My favorite queer media is Fallout New Vegas." I don't know much about it, but good. But yeah. Oh, just for Dragon Age again, like I just kind of want to mention like what I love about Dragon Age Inquisition is that you have the characters of Dorian and Iron Bull, who are my favorite ship of all time. The fact that they get together regardless of you is like
Noticed at all.
it's you didn't notice how much I love them.
No,
But yeah.
totally, completely oblivious. They
Yeah,
are
like
gorgeous though. I don't even play Dragon Age and they're gorgeous together.
they're wonderful. And yeah, like the fact that they get together and there's also Sarah and oh, what's her name? Her name is wow, I forgot her name. I'm so bad.
Are you talking about the
But there
pirate
are like
lady?
hmm?
Are you talking about the pirate lady?
No, I'm talking about a black smithing lady. No, what's her name? She's a dwarf who studied magic. Dagna and Sarah also get together
Mm.
without Eo, although theirs is kind of more just. I think it was like very side. I don't know. I think they have about the same amount of representation. That's what I like. Like I like the fact that characters are queer regardless of your decisions, which is great. I think that's better. But anyway, yeah, let's go back to the game. But yeah, like I mentioned, Elden Ring right now is my favorite queer media because even if people don't like it, the fact that there is a guy who just wants to be a male wife is like
It's like,
everyone people don't
oh,
like him, but he's become a meme too, and he's become a meme with Gen Z, which is odd, but I know why. It's because he became so famous on like this famous YouTuber slash Twitch streamers Twitch. Everyone was like, find Mog, and it's like, who the hell is Mog? And they just made him a meme on his Twitch. And there's stuff like it's Moggin time. Oh, Germa, yeah, exactly. Germa's the Twitch streamer who got obsessed with Mog, or his chat did. And it's like it's Morbin time became it's Moggin time. It's there's jokes about McDonald's, etc., etc. So I love Mog so much. It's great. I
Yeah,
love him.
yeah,
Anyway,
pretty much. I think like any media, like if you create any media involving like deities and divinities, like gods, demigods, and you don't make them like any kind of level of queer, I think you're just lying to yourself.
exactly.
no.
I 100% agree. Especially if it's like people who do like Greek mythology stuff, and obviously Hades is another one of my favorite ones, but that one's not horror; it's just regular.
The
Um,
only thing I would say for Hades not being queer is he's too in love with his wife. All
yeah,
right, let's
Hades
just come on. Come on. He's the
exactly.
only god that only has one instance of cheating on her.
He's the only one who is like monogamous, but everyone around him is queer and like
Oh yeah.
poly. In Hades, the video game, it's wonderfully queer, and we just oh, a win for the gays. It's they're doing the poly for the Nendroids,
Oh, the cute little figurines.
yeah, they did one for Zag, and now they're doing one for Thanatos, and they're doing one for Megara.
And
So I'm like,
for
yes, we can get the polycule.
Megara.
I keep hoping that
Yes.
they'll bring it out a little bit more in Lore Olympus. I don't know if anybody else follows that webcomic.
I know of it. I
I
don't know
keep
enough about
hoping
it.
they'll bring it out more because they've only confirmed two queer characters and they're both side characters that you only see about once every 50 episodes. And it's like, you're doing the entire Greek pantheon. I
Yeah,
love
this
the
is
series.
Greek pantheon.
Love
If there's not
it.
enough, if it's not queerer than that, then I'm like,
Yes.
anyway, let's go to the school.
Okay.
Okay. So the school also likes specific things. We have to report specific things, but there's
Okay.
no limit on anomalies.
Okay. We
And
have
I
to
do
win
know
this
this a little
one
better.
because I believe like we only have time for this one last game.
Exactly.
Oh,
So we'll do this one, and we will be good.
So
All right.
everyone on the chat, please help us. We need all hands
no.
on deck.
Lose.
Yes, please.
Don't
Oh
make us go
gosh.
out on the lose.
Yeah, I'll be so sad. Okay, this one's
Oh
annoying,
no,
but
there's so many things.
yeah, but I remember this one. I know this one. Okay. So Okay, whoops, there. All right. This one I know a little better, so we might do okay, but I don't know if we'll win. Skip that. That's just the information. I've watched the Drawfee people play this, or at least like see Julia and Jacob, so at least I know that.
Yeah, this is oh, B says, "Oop, never seen this map." That's okay. Like you can still try to help.
Exactly. At
Sometimes a
least some of
fresh
the
pair
rooms
of
are.
eyes does it.
Oh no. Oh, there we go. Okay.
8 eyes is better than six. Just
Exactly. Some of this I know very well, and at least I know a lot of like, but it's still annoying, but it's good to know. So hopefully we get lucky. I did memorize like the seating arrangement here, so that's good. Okay. And I do know some stuff. I just don't know this hallway that well,
Is
but
something hanging off of the drink fountain?
yes. Oh no, that's a I think
I
that's a
think
bottle
that's the
beside
light.
the
Yeah.
that's a bottle beside the locker. Okay, actually, you know what, guys? I'm not as confident as I was. I'm so sorry. We'll figure it out. It's I think it's slightly less bad than the 1, 2, 3, 4. It's slightly less bad than the market.
Slightly.
Slightly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. I know at least I know those guys in the thingy. All right. Watch out for extra backboards. Okay. This one's the easiest room. All
Is there
right.
something written on the mirror back there?
Yeah, it says remember to wash your hands. Oh, the mirror. I don't know. I don't think there
Natalie
is.
Portman's horror.
Uh, who?
Natalie Portman's horror, like the horror meme from what was it, Black Swan?
Oh my god, I don't remember that one, but
Because she writes horror in lipstick.
oh
That's the meme.
yeah, I remember now. I remember. Oh my god.
B asks, "Is the TV always on?"
Yes. So if you're asking about this one, yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's always on.
Yeah.
Remember the. All right. Ooh, that's
Oh,
fun.
nope.
Oh. Oh
Corridor,
no.
abyss
I
presence.
don't like that at all.
I like it because it's so obvious. Okay, let's go back here. All right. Got that one. Okay.
Oh, Restream.io has messaged. We've received 100 messages today with the Restream chat.
Aw,
Woo!
yay. Thank you for everybody who's joined us and helped us
Yeah,
get
thanks
to
for
that point.
participating,
This
guys.
is so fun. I love that. Okay, backboards. Gosh, okay. Okay, nothing too crazy. Remember to wash your hands.
Okay, but
Okay.
where is that sign coming from?
What sign?
In the mirror. If you look up in the mirror in the bathroom, you
Okay.
see writing. That mirror just changed. The one
This
right
one?
beside it. Oh, sorry, the sign
Really?
right beside it.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Toilet, picture
Toilet.
anomaly. Don't. Oh, don't wash your. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that's true.
You're right. It did change. Oh my god, I noticed and I knew what it was. I'm so dumb. Okay, actually, you know what?
Oh,
Let me just check the. Oh, the brightness is already up. Okay, never mind.
B asks, the little stencils, did one of them change? Oh, in what
Oh.
room?
In
Also,
the
was there
gym.
always an apple up on the desk?
I feel like there might have been, but let's see anyway. Classroom one, extra object, and then we'll go to the gym.
Yeah. B says, damn good eye geek. I agree. I would have missed that. B also says the
Okay.
gym. That's with the little stencils. I think it's always
Yeah,
been like that, right?
I think it's all correct. Yeah. I don't know about this bike, but I feel like all the other ones are correct. And
The cyclist was there.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, good. All right. So remember to wash your hands. You're right. Thank you for spotting that. I did not look at it.
I
Okay,
spotted
one,
on
two, three.
Sheer Chance.
I'm glad, honestly. This one changes, and I hate it because it's so tiny. I couldn't tell you if it does change, but
Oh
it does
no.
change. I know that for dang sure. Okay. All right. We hit the first R. Has this always been like this? I feel like it has,
Yes,
but
Yeah,
it
those
looks
has.
pictures are
weird.
really
It
weird.
has a weird like penile shape in it, and I don't like it.
It kind of does.
Right?
I thought it was two boobs at
This
first,
is
but
huge man's boobs, by the way.
it's
Huh. I want to try something. I don't know if it's gonna be anything, but I'll just do it anyway. Other. One, two,
Other.
three, four.
What are you trying to spot here?
Because I know the fan doesn't like the with fan is always just like, you know, uh frame rate, but sometimes I just wanted to test. Oh, there's something in the trash.
trash. Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Extra object toilet. Thank you, toilet, for being so active because literally every other room is so difficult. Okay. What does it even say? I'm having a hard time like looking at it. Anyway, there's always two in this bulletin board because
Yeah,
I have
there's
no
always two
idea.
on that bulletin board. There's
And it's
always two
slightly
pieces of
uneven.
paper on the table.
Okay, good. Always been two water fountains. I feel
Yeah,
like there has weird penile shape.
on the
Is there a
paper.
backpack there that wasn't there before?
Backpack?
Oh,
Where?
beside the desk.
Closest to the doors.
These are bottles, but let me just try an extra object. I feel like they have been, but I don't know, so I couldn't tell you. All right, these are one, two, three. Seems fine. Some sounds that you guys make me like nervous because I'm like, oh, is that something else? But I lowered the volume so much it might not be. Okay.
This
Oh
gym
gosh.
is.
What the heck?
Oh,
Sorry, it oh no.
Did the
It
game
hung.
crash?
Yeah.
oh,
Oh
no.
no. Okay, I'm gonna close it. No. Okay, let's stop for a sec.
Oh no.
What's going on?
Do we
Okay,
have to?
give me a sec.
Do we
Okay.
have
Well,
to
while we're
start from
waiting for
the?
that, there was a question I wanted to ask you. What
Absolutely.
made you decide to create Hey Na?
Hi,
Hi,
Nay.
Nai.
Hi Nai. Hi Nai. My bad. What made you decide to
Don't worry.
create Hi Nai?
We were very inspired. Sorry, B just said anomaly. Sorry about that. Okay, okay.
Magnus Archives, really.
Yeah, Magnus Archives inspired us. So the Magnus Archives is a podcast about a horror podcast,
By
and
Rusty
the
Quill.
Rusty Quill, yes. And the nice thing about Magnus Archives is that it was this really cool lo-fi horror thing where basically they had like some people like recording like anomalies, like really anomalous events and like recording them for the Magnus Archives. And me and Reg got really into it when we were in the pandemic, and I had some time because I was in between work, and by in between work I mean I lost my work permit. I mean, my work permit ended, and I had to wait for a new renewal, so I couldn't work, and I was like stuck
Mhm.
doing nothing.
Yeah. Plus, I was on a leave of absence from school.
Yeah, we were both like in this position where we had nothing to do, and also we wanted to do what the Magnus Archive did. We were like, oh, we want to do like a really cool story, like a podcast, and do what we can. And people really liked it, so we were like, oh, we can't stop now. So ever since then, we've just been doing it. Also, I wanted to do a lot of like Filipino inspired horror. A lot of the idea that in a lot of horror media there is a POC, a BIPOC person who
Mystic.
is also
Yeah.
always a mystic, but they're for some reason never like the protagonist. So we wanted to make the protagonist. So yeah, that's like kind of what Hainai is. And sorry, let me just share the screen again. And that's kind of what we wanted to do. Okay, let's go back into. All right.
Oh no.
You
We
can
have
keep
to start
asking
over.
questions, by the way. That's okay.
Well,
That's fine.
I had kind of thought about the fact that when you're specifically dealing with horror and monsters, pulling back a little to what we were talking about with diversity is sometimes, specifically when it refers to mythology or monsters or folklore, it can feel like you are not supposed to touch certain folklore,
Hmm.
which to a certain extent, I understand it. There are certain creatures out there we are not supposed to mention. We do not talk about them. Mm-mm. Okay,
Exactly.
fine, I get that. But you also don't want to misrepresent a culture's creature or folklore, especially if you're in the 18 plus sector, by
Hmm.
turning it into something it was never intended to be. and thereby
Uh-huh.
offending or upsetting the culture it belongs to. So
Mhm.
it feels like there's a very delicate balance there of I want to provide representation that is relevant to a group, and this is not my playground.
Oh, fair,
We did
yeah.
have like a problem like that with one character.
Yeah,
Yeah, we were
absolutely.
supposed to have like a true elder, so
Yes,
we have
someone
like
who is
these
native.
characters called the elders, and we wanted like a true elder character because it felt wrong that the authority on magic in in North American soil would not be a Native American. But at the
Mhm.
same time, we didn't want to fall into harmful tropes of the mystic Native American, and it was just something like we really did like a back and forth on.
Yeah, and I
And
also like I
Lunch
chatted with
dogs.
somebody
Go back
who
to the classroom.
is
There was a lunch pail on top of
oh,
one of
which
the
one?
desks.
This one?
Uh huh.
That's always been there. Yeah.
Sure.
So yeah, yeah, and I actually chatted with somebody who was from the First Nations, and I wanted like to like I asked him about like this like
like,
kind of like as consultation, and he said like why would the elder exist and why would she let all these bad things happen if she was an elder, and I'm like, you're right. That is
That would
completely
be her whole
correct.
purpose. Is she's supposed to stop these bad things from happening?
Exactly. So why would these bad things happen if she was there? And I'm like,
yeah,
fair enough. So we kind of just removed her wholesale as a character, but we do have like some characters in the works kind of just because we don't want to like just pretend that indigenous people aren't there. So we have like other ideas like kind of in the future. But
mhm,
yeah,
yeah,
like it's a whole thing. Like we do want to be very respectful but also not like but at the same time just not pretend they're not there, which that's also disrespectful in a lot of ways.
yeah,
But yeah, and
yeah,
we have, and by the way, yes, we have been looking and I haven't seen anything yet. Has this always been here? I think it has.
Yes.
Okay.
yeah, yeah, and yeah, there is like a very fine line um of like representing another culture, but also like doing like disrespecting that culture in the process. So I think it's really like a. I don't think every case. I don't think every case is like black and white. I think um, it really will depend on the story and the narrative and how much research and respect you give to the source material. And I think it's also important to note that it's important not to talk over the people from where the source is coming from, and it can go both ways. It reminds me of I think when Nintendo made like a Mexican hat for Mario.
Hmm.
Yeah, and it was
Maybe
like
not
a
the world's
lot
best
of
move.
yeah, like a lot of non South American people did not. They were basically like trying to like cancel it, like, oh, this is like harmful stereotyping, but like they did not realize they were talking over actual Mexicans and Latinos who appreciated like having that part of their culture on a big video game like Mario.
Very
So
true, very true. So it depends. Like it really does depend, and you have to like really listen.
yeah,
And
it's
I mean, yeah,
yeah. At the
do
end
our
of the day, it
best.
all goes back to you need to listen.
Exactly. And speaking of you need to listen, guess what? No, I'm kidding. No, I got two anomalies, which is good. I'm still looking at the weird penile
The
shape, and that's
weird
like bothering me.
yeah, the weird painting.
Yeah, exactly. But
Oh, B
everything else seems to be
says,
in
me
order.
as a Mexican, how's that bad? LMFAO, it's a sombrero, chill.
Sombrero.
Right.
Yeah. And totally like there are a lot of people who just kind of like try to kind of show off that they are like culturally sensitive without actually listening to people from the culture. Kind of just
There's
like,
I forget what it's called, but there's a thing of white liberal people
"What?"
having to prove how liberal they are and
Yeah,
kind of
and
overstepping their bounds.
very true. I've
Very
definitely
true.
like
There's
noticed that with many things.
there,
Ooh,
there's
thank
this
goodness.
urge, and I've been guilty of this myself, to be
Mhm.
one of the good ones and to prove that you are not going to make the bad choices. But in the
Mhm.
process, you occasionally end up making like totally new bad choices. It's just like,
Oh, for
Mhm.
sure. Mhm.
Yeah.
It's an
Absolutely.
urge because you don't want to be that, and especially with the world the way it is right now, there is this very, very serious desire to sit there and go, I want to be that ally.
Hmm.
I want to be the person you can
Absolutely.
trust. I want to be the good white friend.
Hmm.
Yeah, and it's
And
good
it's
that
not
you
Absolutely.
always what
that
to
you're
do.
self-aware and identify that in yourself. But that's true.
Hmm.
Like sometimes the best decision to make in certain situations is just to just step aside.
Hmm. Exactly. I'm like, oh, was there always a mug there?
Yes,
Oh,
Always this mug? Was it always this mug?
I think so. I've been too
Okay. Oh,
distracted.
the missing
Yeah.
chair.
oh, a missing chair. That's true.
Experience office. Okay, we're doing okay. Like we've reported a couple things. Okay. Um.
And
All
I
right.
think I say this specifically because I've gotten into TikTok.
Ah,
What you
yeah.
think about stepping aside is probably one of the biggest things. Is like, look, if a BIPOC person is ranting about something, you do not have to answer that in the comments.
Yeah,
Hmm.
or you don't
Yeah.
even have to like there's certain things where I
Scroll.
like see something and I'm like it's not for me. I'm not like I cannot be like I'm not an expert on anything, so I'll just like not
You
talk.
don't have to necessarily agree with their specific point of view, but you
Hmm.
do not have to address it in the comment. You can just keep scrolling and go
Exactly.
and not say anything at
Hmm.
Other
all.
Yeah.
reporter maybe. I'm not sure. Let's see. Gosh, that painting like now that I see that it looks kind of penile, it just gets me every time. Just like
Maybe that's intentional.
that's
Maybe it's
that's a
meant to
dick and balls,
distract
my
you from
dude.
everything else in the room so you
Mhm.
forget what else there.
Exactly. But I'm seeing the dick and balls. Ooh, any
Have we seen
comments, Reg?
anything in this gym so far?
Okay,
No.
is it just
Could
me
be
or is
something.
there no exit to this gym?
It might be on the side of the camera, but yeah, there's no exit to this gym. Oh, hey, it twitched. Oh, thank you.
Oh, I didn't see. Well, what twitched?
This
The
twitched. The
the
trash can.
yes, thank you.
Oh,
There it is. Oh, it
Twitchy.
might be coming in like at a slow, at a frame rate, Reg. But yeah. Anyone in the chat saying anything?
no, not right now.
Mm-hmm. We are just having like a. I think we're okay, but then once we hit like the later hours, that's when it's gonna get bad. Some of them have been obvious too, so that's nice. But who knows? We shall see.
This is gonna
How
drive me
those-
nuts.
I know, right? Has there always been like a baseball here? I'm gonna try it. Extra object.
A
'Cause I
baseball
know
with
there have been like.
Go grab a charger.
Oh,
I've
go.
been so into this game and
Oh,
live
don't
stream,
wash
I
your
did
hands.
not pay attention to my battery life.
Oh no! Hurry, Reg. Okay, toilet. Picture anomaly. The don't wash your hands has happened again. I'm worried about like the intruders. I know it's gonna be good because it's obvious, but I still, still worry. And if it, especially if it jump scares me, because
no,
it's
don't.
not. Yeah, I mean, like not necessarily that this game jump scares, but when you do like go on to somewhere and like there's a whole person, you're like you jump scare yourself essentially.
Just end up sitting there going,
Yeah,
nope, nope, nope.
exactly. I'm looking at this. Everything
Oh,
seems to be in
B
order.
says, nope, I haven't noticed anything odd. Those papers on the student desks, are they the same? Um,
Um, Let me check. Give me a sec.
Laura needs to be watching this because Laura's really good at
Yes.
spotting
I
stuff.
think I think the papers are the same.
Yeah, I mean, two here, one here, one here. I don't know about this
Yeah.
one. It might be something missing, but we'll try that in a sec. Let's just go one more around this area. Why does it feel like something in the back changed and I just never noticed? Huh. Has this always been weird, this painting?
I don't
I think the
think
painting's
so.
always been like that.
Okay, well, I'll try it anyway, and then we'll
Okay.
see. Okay,
Yeah, at least we have like unlimited lives.
exactly. It's just that when you report something, it might get in the way. Okay, I'm nervous. Okay, we've hit two, and I'm nervous.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm starting to
Oh,
get
hey,
it.
extra thing.
Oh, there.
Extra object.
There we go.
Toilet is
Thanks,
like such
toilet.
I love toilet. It's such a gimme.
So active.
I'm gonna try object disappearance just in case, but it might not be anything. I'm gonna try it anyway. Object disappearance. We do need. Yeah, I'm very nervous because I do want to win. I don't know if we will. Okay.
I have the urge to download this now and play it with
Yes.
you.
Super fun. You can actually download the whole bundle. Like there's 1 to 5, and I think the only one that's kind of not great is 3, because 3 like has you moving around the space, which I don't like. It's like,
Clock's
I mean,
moving.
I'm sure. What's that?
The clock's descending in that last
Oh, the
room,
clock.
the office.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. Thank you.
Oh
Okay.
my god, yeah. Plus the time
Didn't
is
even
different on it.
notice. That's like the less. That's a smaller problem, Reg. No, but it's actually the same time actually.
Is it? It's always been like 4 or something. It was always like 4.
No, no, it was
Clock is
always like
clearly broken. Is that an
10.
anomaly? Because we've been here for 2 hours.
Okay.
True. It's always been 10 o'clock on that one. So
Okay.
one, two,
Okay.
three,
Maybe it
four.
just yeah. I just don't see it clearly because my screen is smaller.
Quite possibly. Okay, this one looks normal.
Nice one, B. B says time
Oh,
is really
gun.
slipping
No.
by.
Oh
Oh,
no,
there's a
someone
gun.
brought a gun to school.
Oh
No.
no.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. I
Oh
shouldn't say
no.
that now.
That's a
Anyway,
dark joke right now.
I didn't realize what I was saying as I said it. I'm so sorry. But yeah, it is like somebody has done a thing. There's an
That's
extra
an
object.
unfortunate timing.
Yes, unfortunate timing indeed. I'm so sorry. But yeah, pretend I didn't say that, or
You
maybe
didn't
don't.
you didn't
Either
make
way.
the game, and when was this one specifically made?
Like it was released a couple weeks ago, so
Okay. Well, in America,
beginning of
that's
May.
not really.
That's true, exactly.
Yeah.
Like I mean, what can they really do? Like whenever they release it, it's gonna be relevant. Um, okay, seeing. Huh. Okay, backboards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is there something missing? No, it's all fine. I'm worried, but it
It's
seems
gonna
okay.
something's gonna hit.
Yeah, I'm worried about intruders. Is what I'm worried about. I feel like I'm like there's something I'm not looking at, and I feel bad about it, and I feel weird about it. Okay. Huh. That's the floor always. Yeah, the floor has always been like this. What am I not seeing? Or is there a missing room?
Oh, that's
Okay.
true. Yeah, I have to check if there's a missing
Classroom
room.
2, gym. I think everything's here. Oops, sorry. Cancel. Keep doing that. Okay. Gym. I'm very worried that we
Have
might
the
get a
walls in the
warning.
middle of the room changed order? Oh, there's an extra grate. There's an extra grate there in the back.
Ooh, okay, extra object.
Oh,
Where? These ones? Let me
Against
see.
the far wall, there was a grate on top of every bench. Now there's two.
Oh my gosh,
oh, good
thank you. Oh my
eye.
gosh. I didn't even see what changed. So thank you so much for spotting that because I had
I,
no
I, I
idea.
spotted it on the last minute. Yeah, I would.
Oh, that's good. I did not see it at all, so thank you for reporting
Thank
that.
you so much. I would.
You are welcome.
B says, "Great eye there, geek."
I was looking at the
Oh,
bulb, but then it was like, wait a minute.
thank goodness. Okay, okay, we got one. Has this always been like this? I don't know. Anyway,
I think the door has always been like that. Yeah.
okay. Okay, I'm breathing. It's fine. Oh,
Ah,
fudge. All
Oh,
right. Okay,
I don't like
office.
you.
I think that might be an intruder.
it,
He
yes, an
seemed alive
intruder.
to me. Yeah, he seems quite, even though his legs are interesting.
That is discomforting.
Okay. Yeah, that's the intruder. It's obvious, but it's also discomforting. That's why I turned off the sound, because the sounds they make are creepy. So, all right. Backboards, backboards, backboards.
And they're like, no, we're not going to do this. Bye.
Bye. All right. Bit nervous, but
Thanks
it's
for pointing
okay.
that out, B. Very helpful.
What did B say?
Hey, I think there's something wrong. I think there's something off about the office.
True. Was this box always been there?
No, I think the
Extra
bookshelf is always clear.
Yeah, classroom 2. Okay, extra object classroom 2. Hopefully it's correct.
I feel
Yeah, I
like
think it's
I'm
always been here.
paying an inordinate amount of attention to the screens on the laptops, and they never change.
They do change though, so that's a good
Sometimes, I
call for you
guess.
on your end. Yeah,
Well, they haven't
sometimes
changed
they do.
now.
But I feel like the
True.
people who made this game knew that there were going to be certain things you just looked at over and over again because you're expecting them to change. So maybe
Right?
you have like a lower percentage of change.
Probably they're evil that
Yeah, just
way.
to mess with us.
Did I miss something? No. Okay, it's fine. Sorry, I just thought I saw something, but it wasn't anything. Yes. Okay. Oh,
There's a door.
interesting.
Oh,
A door opening,
guys.
closing, I guess. Corridor. I guess it just closed the door, and if it's not a door opening, closing, it might
Oh,
be
those are
a
handles. Those are door handles. I thought they were
yeah.
like eyes in the darkness.
Oh, no, no, no. Okay. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Door opening, closing is good. Whew. I'm getting a little tired, honestly. I mean, we're almost done with the stream, so that's fine.
It's
Oh, painting.
oh, painting.
Oh,
Yeah.
painting.
Office picture anomaly. All right.
It's like I said, it's anxiety inducing.
It really is. It's like it even though I'm calmer than usual when playing this, like it still like tightens up my neck.
I'm sitting here doing this. That's how nervous I am. I'm scratching my nails on my finger.
Oh my god. I feel that completely.
You do that too, like a repetitive motion that helps you calm down when you're anxious.
Absolutely I
Yeah,
do.
I've been brushing my hair with my fingers like the past 20
Fair.
minutes.
Oh, that
Oh,
painting.
painting. I'm
Oh,
dumb. I didn't even
painting.
see it
Nice
the
one.
whole time. Okay.
Mine's usually
Like the
something with my hand. Like I'll sit here and I'll do this, or I'll do this, or I'll crack my knuckles like a lot. It's
oh
usually
yeah, for
some
sure.
kind of movement that betrays that I'm much more restless than I seem.
Oh,
For
same. Like with me,
sure.
it's like playing with ball pens.
Huh.
Were you a clicker?
I do
Uh
I do love the clicky ones.
Yes.
I do like
The
clicky
teacher would
ones.
grab it out of my hands, and just be like, "Stop."
Stop.
It's like,
I
okay, but if you take that away, I'm just going to do something else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Drawing
Exactly.
was always my way of like of stimming, I think, or like at least like, keeping my hands busy.
And that's people who have ADHD. A lot of times it gets confused with autism, and it's like, okay, there's definitely a Venn diagram with some overlap here, but it's not
Mhm.
Oh, for
exactly the
sure.
same diagnosis. So it's like, I get why you think that. They're not
Has
the exact.
Blackboard always been this black? Yes.
Yes.
No? Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
All right. I'm
But
nervous because
yeah,
we
that's
haven't
very
seen
true
anything in a
about
while.
the like Venn diagram
Missing?
of people with ADHD and autism spectrum.
We
Oh,
share
for
a
sure.
lot of symptoms.
Yeah,
Something's missing
yeah.
here.
We share yeah, there are overlapping symptoms.
That's for sure. Missing. Thank
And
you. Okay.
and both diagnoses deal with over or under stimulation,
Yeah.
Very
but they're
much
still
true.
very different diagnoses.
Mhm.
It's oh, is it just me or was the camera on that one clearer than it usually is? Okay, now it's not. Maybe
Ah,
I was gonna say it feels darker than normal.
it feels like there's something off, but I can't tell what it is. Okay. What else is here? I haven't seen anything change in here, which is bothering me. Might be the screen, but it might be wrong. Is this
Oh,
there's
there's
normal?
no
no more bench. There's no more bench.
Oh, there's no. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. I was like, there's something off on this side. Object appearance also. Okay, good. All right. No wonder my eye just went up there because I'm like, what the hell?
It's like something's weird. I don't
Yeah.
know what it is. Something's weird.
There we go. I'll do an other just in case, but let's go back to this one because I feel like is the screen odd? Probably not. Oh, was there not something here as well? I might be wrong.
Okay.
Object disappearance, maybe? I don't know.
Didn't
Okay.
we just do that though for the bench?
Oh, gosh, you're right. I'm dumb. Oh well. All right, let's go. Let's keep going.
Like 2 more hours. 2 more hours.
We can do this.
My lips are dry and I'm very nervous. Might be heating up too. Oh, ew. All
Ah!
right. Okay,
No.
toilet.
What is he
Thank you for being obvious,
holding?
though. It's a
Pineapple.
pineapple.
Is that a
Thank you
pine?
for
Oh
being
my god,
obvious.
it is a pineapple.
You should not be in a school, sir.
You shouldn't be in the
No.
school naked, sir.
That's almost more disconcerting than the gun.
Mm-hmm. Really is.
We met huge man, now meet nude man.
Yeah, true. I'll do
Pineapple.
TV monitor anomaly in classroom one just in case. I can't tell if it's actually a thing, but
B
I'm
says
gonna do it anyway.
he's at least keeping somewhat modest, LMFAO. Yeah,
Lol,
thanks for the
true.
pineapple, dude.
Exactly. Uh, okay, there's a chair for everyone. Oh, feeling. Oh my god, I'm feeling stressed out because of the nerves, but I know we're missing something. I just don't know what it is. Because we're already like near the end, and usually there's like multiple things happening at once near the end. I am so nervous. Oh my gosh, I'm
Hold up.
tired.
That last chair, the one closest to the camera, was that
Yeah.
moved up?
Yes. This is the only one that's down in the back.
Okay.
Hmm. Is this extra?
Which one?
On the left side of the corridor, that little
No,
paper
I don't
thing.
think so.
Under, like, near the lockers. I think that's always been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Um, oh, the
Oh,
picture on
screen.
the.
Laptop screen.
It did change.
Yeah,
Finally, a screen change.
I know,
You've been
right?
watching that since the beginning, and you're finally
Oh
being
gosh, darn it. Okay, well, there's one that we got. Okay, there's more. There's more. There's more. All right, let's keep.
validated. You're
Let's go
feeling
now.
validated.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that someone up there? No, I don't know. Doesn't. Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh my god, what are we missing? What are we missing? I am having a
I haven't seen anything in
crisis.
the gym in a while.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, painting. Oh my gosh. Picture anomaly, classroom one.
Oh,
I'm
nice
doing this
one.
right now.
All right, I'm
Every
freaking out a little
second
bit, but it's
stem from the
fine.
metals.
Okay. Does the back feel closer? I don't know. Anyway,
Oh no, we're gaslighting ourselves.
I know, right? Okay. We got two for now, so
Okay.
we should be good.
I'm gonna say all of the computers on that line are open and shedding light except for the one at the end.
This one?
No, other line. All of those
Okay.
are casting light except for the last one.
Okay.
I'm not sure if that's always been a thing or not.
I think it has been because I know the light doesn't reach all the way through. But let's see. There has to be something in the gym that we're not seeing.
Yeah.
Right?
But I
I
don't know what
don't
it
know
could
what else to
be.
look at other than the balls and the stencils.
I know, right? I'm very nervous. Oh, there's a person. Oh, I'm
Oh,
not happy about that.
oh, he's
Okay.
very
There's
far.
one. Oh yeah, but he's there. All right, I'm
Even
going away.
worse.
All right, intruder. All right. 4:38. If we lose, I'm mad, but also like I'm just gonna let it go because I need rest. Okay. All right, I'm breathing. I'm breathing.
Are you anxious because you're afraid of seeing something, or are you anxious because you can't stand the thought of losing?
Both. Very both. Both very. Uh there might be a light anomaly in here. I'll try it. Might not be, but I want to
I
do
feel like the
something.
light anomalies are more obvious, like they're usually flashing or something.
True. I worry though. Why is the gym like not doing anything? Or maybe it has and I'm just not seeing it. I'm stressed out. Are we missing a Oh, dang it.
Aw,
What do we
dang.
miss?
Close.
You're so close,
Oh,
though.
it's okay. It's fine. Let's just look
21
really quickly just to
anomalies,
see what we
though.
miss.
What is the most amount of anomalies that can be active before you get in trouble?
4. So, 3 is when you get a warning, or like 2, or I don't know. No, 3 is when you get a warning, and 4 is when you die. So
Okay.
let me just quickly look through this just to make sure. Skip this. This feels no, it's not. Okay, I just want to make sure that what we didn't miss. Huh.
I don't know what we missed.
I don't
Trying to sit back to see if maybe I'm just getting too close.
I don't know what we missed.
What is okay? What is the most amount of anomalies that can be active before you get in trouble? 4.
4.
So
Mhm.
4 is when you get a warning. And 3 is when you die. Okay.
Okay, I'm just want to make sure that we didn't miss. Huh. I don't know. I don't. Mhm.
3 is when you get a warning. And 4 is when you die. Okay.
Mhm. It feels like some places seem like they were emptier when we last checked. There might have been something missing here. I just didn't notice.
Oh, there's a ball. There's a softball that wasn't there before.
Oh, it was gone. I thought it was extra and I didn't notice when it was gone. That's annoying.
Oh,
Okay. Well, I mean, let's just end this. Anyway,
yeah. Good
oh god.
try. Good try.
Yeah, good try. And
It
honestly,
was
it's so
fun.
funny like how I'm like this is the least stressful horror game and it's still like the most
Game
stressful
is
It's
horror
so
still
game
like
that
very
feels.
stress
stressful at
inducing.
all. We're sitting here going, no, no. Ah,
But thank you. Oh my gosh. So we'll end the stream because it is like been 2 hours. But thank you so much, Geek, for joining us.
thank you
This
for
was super
having me.
fun. I
This is
love
so
chatting with you. And I kind of want to do more streams in the future, maybe like twice a month, but after June, because June is so busy. I can't do anything.
Hmm.
absolutely. Just,
Um,
I'm happy to join anytime. Just bear in mind that once fair season comes around, my weekends are shot. I'm
yeah, pretty much. Ren Fair Geek is very like active in Ren Fair. But yes,
Nice.
oh my gosh, thank you, B. Yes, it was super fun. Thank you
Yeah.
everyone for joining us
Yeah. Thank
on
you,
this Saturday
B,
night.
Loxy,
Thank you very much,
Freya,
and it was
Fetus.
really nice talking. It was very nice to meet
Yeah,
you.
and everyone who joined in on the chat and held our hand and helped us through Gaslight the game.
Yeah, Gaslight Gatekeep Girl Boss the game. Thank you. Let me just drink some water.
And it was really nice to meet you, Reg.
It was nice to meet
Yeah,
you. This was
and
very
happy
fun.
almost. Yeah, and happy almost Pride, everybody. I will say,
Woo!
like, I think what cemented me and Geek's friendship is when I won a, Minotaur body pillow from from
Yes,
the Monster Brothel raffle,
Oh,
and
right.
Octavius
That's where you
has
got.
remained the most
Oh,
popular character from the whole series.
exactly,
No,
there's a Minotaur.
literally,
His name's
nobody
Octavius.
has
He's very
beaten them. I
feisty.
have, I have Julio the werewolf. I've got Puck the Fae. I
Puck
have
is
so
so
many
hot.
things there. Nobody gives a shit.
Mhm.
They want Octavius.
Octavius, Octavius,
Minotaur.
the intellectual Minotaur.
Yes, and
Yeah,
he
because
is.
his brain is the biggest part of him. Anyway,
Oh yeah,
let's.
and he's a daddy. Just
Yeah,
let's
exactly.
go ahead and
Wonderful.
say that he's a daddy.
You
He
know
is.
what they say
Exactly.
about minotaurs with big brains.
Exactly. Exactly. They have big horns. So
Cute.
yeah, so for anyone who is curious about Monster Brothel, please bear in mind it is an 18 plus game. Everything that Geek does is 18 plus, except be on our live stream. This one's at least PG 16. um, and thank you again for joining. We will probably have more live streams in the future. Hopefully, Geek will be back with her partner as well, so we can get her to like help us. Be like,
I make no
please.
promises about getting my wife on camera, but maybe we can convince her
Exactly.
to get in the chat and probably
Your
tell us
your
where everything
your
is.
wife's name is. I'm sorry.
Laura?
I
Laura, was
She's
it?
known by Doe on
Doe.
Doe-Eyed Monster on the Discord.
Okay, doe-eyed monster, and we call her. No, I'm asking because I think we have the same character name. Um. Yeah. I just remembered. Like, oh my gosh, it's the same character. Anyway. um. Anyway. Yeah. So I will say we'll sign off. Thank you so much. Happy Pride, everybody. Almost Pride, but and by the time some people watch this stream, it'll probably be Pride already. Pride month, June, also the busiest month, which I think is very homophobic. No, I'm kidding. No, everyone's having fun in June. So thank you, Reg. Happy Sunday, because it is Sunday where Reg is right
It
now.
is Sunday morning here in the Philippines.
And bye, B, bye, everybody. Thank
Bye,
you. We'll say goodbye
everyone.
now. We're
See you on
ending
the
the
next live
stream.
stream.
All right. See ya. Next time we'll see if we play other games. We'll see. We'll let you know what the next schedule is. And thank you again. And we love you.